Hello, I'm your host, Jason Miles, here for another episode of Beyond the Red Zone, our very own show dedicated to in-depth coverage. At least that's what we tell ourselves every time we do this show. For our returning listeners, subscribers, and especially our patrons, you are the driving force behind the TIR machine, and we couldn't do this without you. Those new to the channel, welcome. If you do enjoy this type of programming, please hit like and subscribe. It is a passive gesture that goes a long way in promoting the channel. Before we start, I want to take a moment to make a brief statement about the interception of yet another shipment of aid to the people of Gaza. Many Americans woke up this morning to the news that the government has shut down, leaving thousands of workers uncertain about how long it will last and what services will cease to function in the meantime. The bad news can be overwhelming. The Trump administration 2.0 has been a wrecking ball, even to conservative norms of governance. And while this government shutdown is indeed serious, we must keep our focus on Gaza. Earlier this week, the so-called deal maker in chief announced his 20-point peace plan for the region, a proposal filled with vague language about a ceasefire. Considering this administration's record, including the assassination of Qasem Soleimani in 2020, can Trump and Netanyahu truly be trusted as negotiators? As I read this, the flotilla carrying 500 peaceful activists remains safe, but their mission to deliver life-saving food and medicine to Gaza will almost certainly be blocked again by the ever-present Israeli Defense Forces. Unlike the genocides of past generations, the world is not blinded by the fog of war this time. We are watching in real time as a people are being eradicated by famine, by force, by any means their oppressors deem necessary. And still, we must resist. That resistance can take many forms, forcing our elected officials to stop funding Israel's war, standing in solidarity through protest, or organizing workplace shutdowns to demand an end to the ceaseless murder of innocents. The endless stream of images from Gaza can cause despair, even numbness, as empathy fatigue sets in. But as difficult as it is, we cannot allow ourselves to fall into inaction. There is hope on the horizon. Resistance doesn't come from Marvel superheroes or perfect politicians. It comes from everyday people demanding change. In the Philippines, thousands have taken to the streets to challenge a corrupt government. In Nepal, protesters burned down parliament and elected a new prime minister. In Italy, trade unions have called for a general strike in solidarity with Gaza and the intercepted flotilla. We don't cover Gaza as often on this show because there are outlets doing a phenomenal job already. If you want to follow the situation closely, I recommend the Electronic Intifada and my good friend, Nora Barrows-Friedman, who continues to do outstanding reporting. If you can't make it to a protest, perhaps you can help fund legal aid for protesters or donate to support the flotilla. We all do what we can. Don't feel helpless, and don't let this ongoing tragedy overwhelm you into passivity. Now, with that out of the way, let's get back to our regularly scheduled ridiculousness. For viewers of the main show, we will be back tomorrow with historians Malcolm Harris and Andrew Hartman to discuss capitalism and the market craft of environmental collapse. I mean, the cheery shows keep coming here on TIR. As you know, TIR is a listener-supported labor of love. If you dig what we do here and have the means, become a patron or a paid YouTube subscriber. You'll have access to the champagne rooms and join us for our movie nights. And you get the satisfaction of knowing that you're a part of making sure this insanity can continue. Now, on to the show. The MLB playoffs are set and the Guardians are in. Can they make a run to the ALCS? The Dodgers and Padres are back and last year they made a great NLCS. Can the Dodgers repeat as world champions? If so, then Ohtani, unlike last year, will be pitching and hitting, something we haven't seen at this level in decades. The Chiefs soundly beat the Ravens. Does this mean that the Chiefs are back? The Giants upset the Chargers in Jackson Dart's NFL debut. Has New York finally found their heir apparent to Eli Manning? Let's talk some sports ball. And to do that with me is everyone's favorite Guardians fan, Magadocious Rex.
Like the name says, Guardians in 3. So Red, suck it, homie. But before we launch into this, one of the things that you can take away to help support Gazans is by maybe elucidating what an actual genocide is when that particular twat waffle in your life says it's not a genocide, it's war. And then you tick off the reasons why it is a genocide. Like, let them know that Gazans speak Arabic, but Arabic is prohibited to be spoken outside of the Palestinian areas, as the Israeli government likes to call them. Another part of genocide is taking away a people's ability to be housed. And you know what happens all the time in the West Bank? Palestinians wake up to have their walls knocked down. So Israeli defense soldiers can walk through the walls to gain access to the building behind it or to the side of it, rather than just knocking on the fucking doors.
Jesus.
All right. Islam, granted, the third holiest site in the entire religion is in Jerusalem. It's almost impossible to openly subscribe to that faith outside of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, right? You also have, I don't know, military and police harassment is part of the definition of genocide. The targeting of civilian targets by military forces, that's one. Starvation. I mean, if you've just watched 10 minutes of any video, the IDF has done all those things and more that fit the United Nations definition of genocide. So just start throwing that shit in people's faces, and then make them explain to you, like I have to at work all the time, right? How that, if it meets the UN criteria of genocide, then how is what's happening in Gaza Strip not a genocide? And then you watch their heads explode or little tiny aneurysms form, and you just wait for them to kill that person eventually. So, but
I was, I don't want to get in. I don't want to make the whole show about it.
Oh, no. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
I wanted to say something because I've been following the Flotilla, and I didn't. You hope in one hand, right? And
yeah,
you never know. You never know. Crazier things have happened, and sounds like everybody's fine. They didn't harass anyone, but they didn't reach port.
Yeah, one of my favorite musicians is actually on the Flotilla.
Really?
Her name's Carsey Blanton.
Oh, okay.
Hardcore socialist, kind of cut in the same vein as Woody Guthrie when it comes to her music. Very protest oriented, very, fuck the man, very workers type of thing. So it's phenomenal. But she's been on the Flotilla since they pushed out to sea. And she's been live streaming. Dude, she was live streaming when they started dropping fucking naval bombs, close enough to where they were getting splashes from the water. Like it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But it's one of those things you see, like I said in the introduction, when these things happen, usually there's a war going on. I was watching an interview with Norm Finkelstein earlier today, and he didn't say that this time, but he did say, when the Holocaust happened in World War II, there was walls. There was a war going on. People didn't know. Now we know. This isn't Pol Pot. This is isn't even the Balkans.
Yeah, and see, that's the sad thing. After having been there, like anybody who says, well, it was just ethnic cleansing, dude, ethnic cleansing is genocide. I'm sorry, it is. And what happened in the Balkans most certainly was. And that's the sad part. I mean, what's ridiculous is that in the last, since 1945, when we had that horrible thing happen that was the Holocaust, right? This has become more and more present in like the day and age of like video cameras and photography. I mean, when you look at what happened in Rwanda, the Balkans, you had the Central African, what's technically classed as ethnic cleansing during the 60s and 70s, especially in like Kenya, when the Mau Mau were targeted. Like it's like every decade something like this happens. But oh no, it's just war. Fuck you, man. War or not, this is horrible. We're watching the eradication of a people fucking being live streamed. And there's a large enough segment of the population that is just blind and dumb to it, or just ignorant, in so much as, oh, well, it's not really, look, that kid was sick. That picture they showed you of
yeah.
Crazy. Like, come on, give me a fucking break, dude. They haven't eaten a real meal in fucking how long?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to get the episode sidetracked because I can go on all day about this and what I think we should do. But one, I have a feeling that I would get arrested for it as soon as I went to work tomorrow. And two, we're here to talk some Cleveland Guardians, and only Cleveland Guardians. Every other baseball team can suck a dick.
So, once again, Greg Swindell pitched another great game.
Yeah, Doug Jones closed it out. Corey Snyder. And
Joe Carter. Corey Snyder. He went 2 for 4 with 2 dingers.
Yeah, Bobby Ojeda worked a nice 6th and 7th inning. I mean, let's just say the Guardians had me on an emotional roller coaster this year. I think in every other Guardians fan alive, because at one point we were 15 and a half games out.
That's
dead
crazy.
In the fucking water.
That's fucking crazy.
And then Detroit's running away with it. Tarek Skubal is probably one of the best pitchers I've ever seen. Like, he just rolls out of bed and is like, oh, Guardians, not even worried about it. And then they just kind of fall off a cliff, and it gets to the end of the regular season. And Cleveland does what Cleveland always does. They put together a fucking run, winning 17 out of 19 of the, what the shit? Who saw this coming? I'll be honest, nobody, not even hardcore Guardians fans saw this coming. And then we end up AL Central champs. Okay. All right. Hey, you know what, Virtuoso? I'm not.
Virtuoso says, hey, Mac, when the series shifts to Detroit, you're going to be begging for Shedeur Sanders to pitch.
Because what the Guards have that the Tigers do not, and I'm not saying this as a slight, Detroit's rebuilt that team through smart drafting, through great player development. They turned those high picks that they had for being bad for a very long time into some phenomenal baseball players. Jason, Detroit has 4 position players that hit over 30 home runs this year. Right?
That's insane.
Yes. It's a very good ball team. They've got arguably the best pitcher in the American League in Tariq Skubal, right? But what they don't have is a rotation that is deeper than Cleveland's right now. And Jose Ramirez. Well, today wasn't even Jose, Red. It was fucking Bo Naylor just kind of slapping a pitch, and it goes over the fucking wall because Lake Erie decided, hey, instead of having the wind blowing in the 7th and 8th inning, we're going to have it blowing out. And it gave it that nice push over the wall it needed for us to put up a 5-run 8th inning. Okay?
Were you able to watch any of it, or were you just listening?
I listened to it. I listened to the Cleveland broadcast of the game, so I got to hear Hammy.
Oh, you could listen. Okay, can I ask you a serious question? Very serious question.
Of
and this is from one person. We're both around the same age, so we both grew up listening to sports before 24-hour sports radio, and the ubiquity of games on streaming services and cable. Yeah. I prefer to listen to a baseball game.
I'm the same way, and only because Tom Hammond, for my ears, and keep in mind, I've lived in a lot of spots, I listened to Vin Scully call games. Nobody, not even Vin, no disrespect, not even Vin calls a game like Tom Hammond. Nobody. And I will also take this one. No one calls a football game or called a football game like Jim Donovan, right? He worked Cleveland. He worked the Browns radio broadcast for 35 years. Nobody called a football game like Jimmy Donovan, right? And I mean, I lucked out being from Northeast Ohio. I had two of the best radio guys of all time calling the highs and lows of Cleveland sports. It was.
So it wasn't Bob Uecker.
No, I mean, honestly, I would have loved if like Hammond and Uke, for the major league, I think it was like the 25th anniversary, Uecker worked the game with Tom Hammond because they had all the actors come out. So, Red, Ernie Harwell, I agree, man. Absolute legend. Like baseball, I think was made more for listening because it's a long game. There's a lot of stories to be told, during that time. It's not like, me watching Monday Night Football and having to hear, Troy Aikman deal with that fucking Joe Buck. God, I hate that guy.
I hate Joe Buck because Joe Buck hates the Broncos and he won't admit it.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what John Elway did to Joe Buck's wife.
Bay Area guy here. The Giants broadcast team is 50% dementia, 50%.
I disagree with that as a Bay Area native, but shout out to the Bay. Oh, did Nick go to Albany? Is this Nick? Did you go to Albany High? What year did you graduate?
It's Albany High, Nick.
Well, I went to school, but this says I can't really see the picture, but I went to school with a guy named Nick who is my year, but I don't know if this person is my year.
No, but I think.
Oh no, he's 27. He's
yeah,
graduated. Jesus.
Jason might have had sex with your mom or something.
My daughter is that age, yeah.
No, but I think the AL is going to be kind of weird this year because if the Guardians continue to get clutch hitting and having the pitching they have, they can go deep. But I mean, it all comes down to especially for the Guardians, can we get past the Yankees, right?
No.
The Yankees are stacked with hitters, and you got Judge who just mashes.
Where's he from? I want you to say it.
He's from California, bro.
Nope. He's from the Bay.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Albany High, Nick. Don't get offended by this. Here's the thing. We can say, oh, California's got so many different regions. I don't give a fuck. If you're from the Bay or LA, guess what? You're still from the same state that has Humboldt fucking County in it, okay?
Yeah, that's where Aaron Rodgers is from.
Yeah, explains a lot. It really does.
It's a different place. It's also where you guys get your weed.
Excuse me, I only smoke the finest Lumbee weed here in North Carolina, okay?
Gonna get the people rated.
Dude, no, not even, dude. Out in Robeson County, fuck no. Those
it's
cops
like the Duke boys.
Yeah.
Nuri is a hater. Look, all you East Coast haters can suck it. You guys are just jealous.
I'm not trying. What am I jealous of? That you don't have a real fucking college football conference anymore?
We do. It's called the Pac-12.
Yeah, and the heavy
Fresno
hitter
State's in it.
The heavy hitter in the new Pac-12, man. Boise State.
Boise
State. Boise State.
Go Blue!
From the state that has no coastline in the Pac-12.
Boise State. I got a buddy that's tattooing in Boise right now. I was signed to a record company out of Boise. So eat a dick.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to lie. Kind of surprised at that. Was it called Militia Records?
No. I did not know. Well, no militia people that admitted it to me. I didn't know.
But the National League, Shohei's first pitch he sees, he puts over the wall, and I'm just sitting there watching that game Fucking Dodgers, man. And like, this is what I don't understand, right? We've seen that baseball has devolved into the haves and have-nots.
Jesus.
And that the teams that spend typically are making the playoffs, right? But usually the teams that spend don't develop players well, right? Like we've seen that. The Yankees have had a hard time, developing more than Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
But then you have the Dodgers who go out, get Shohei, and they're like, hey, Shohei, why don't you be a bro? Defer like 80% of your money. You're still signing this big contract. And Shohei's like, bet, let's go.
Be a bro. I really hope they said be a bro.
And what did the Dodgers still do? Pick at the bottom of every fucking round, and they're still developing talent like crazy. Right? So even if in the off chance that they swing and miss at a free agent, they're just like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna bring up this 22-year-old kid that mashed like 50 homers in AAA last year. Oh, Dizzle, I had mentioned to Jason, I was like, did you go for the Colorado Spike Lee look when you decided to come on?
Dizzle says, I refuse to hear Jason's opinion while he's dressed like Mars from the Nike commercials. I don't know why you guys are so mad at my Manosphere glasses. Women gotta know their place, dude.
Don't make fun of Jason and his Spike Lees. Okay, don't do that.
Look, the Broncos won. I got this very schnazzy original 1980s fucking Adidas jacket at the Tianguis for like.
Okay, Zahir, I'm not gonna leave the Mariners out.
Right? You can leave them out.
No, I'm not gonna do that because Zahir's right. The Mariners finally got their shit together and they probably had the AL MVP with Cal Raleigh. Like I don't know if you saw, dude, catcher, and he mashed 60 fucking homers.
That's crazy,
right? And the thing is like typically when you have like an offensive minded catcher, his defense is ass.
Trash.
See Piazza, Mike.
What a weird position to put the guy that can't play defense.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, he probably slotted there because you got to think the Dodgers in the late 80s, early 90s when he was drafted were stocked, like their infield was stocked. You know what I mean? Like they had dudes in the pipeline. And of course, nepotism's always a thing. He's Tommy Lasorda's grandson, But yeah, I think Piazza probably would have had an even longer career if he would have just played first base. I don't know if his mullet would have allowed him, though. He wouldn't have been aerodynamic enough to get back to the bag on time.
I hated Mike Piazza. Well, also, just.
Oh, yeah, Red, I agree. Big Dumper, best baseball nickname. Best baseball. Like, Cal Raleigh looks like he got a BBL at some point in his career. But yeah.
Is this the future? Is this kind of the future, though, of that position that there's going to be? We never saw anyone maybe this athletic. Because how long does it last? Usually your knees go around.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't see Cal Raleigh doing his entire career behind the plate. Like I think he'll probably do a Joe Mauer. When Mauer's like, when his offensive output dropped, they moved him to first base and it rebounded him. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, ride it out while you can. You got a guy who calls a good game. The pitchers like throwing to him, and he can still rake. See, like what I want Mariners fans to realize, catchers can't do this year in, year out. So like next year, don't be surprised if he just puts up 30, like that's still phenomenal.
Sometimes you have a great fucking season and I don't think it's enhanced. I think the way guys are training right now is
Brady Anderson, level. Like case in point.
That was,
I know, but still 54 homers in one season.
Come
and
on, bro.
His previous career high was like 50.
8. It was a 15. I didn't even think it was that high. Remember Brady Anderson, the sideburns?
Oh yeah. Trust me, I rocked those sideburns in the military and got fucking bitched at all the time.
Were you that young?
Dude, I joined the Army in 99. I was 17.
Oh yeah, you were that young. You hella had sideburns.
Fuck yes, I did.
You were probably very serious about those sideburns too.
Goddamn right. And then when I was like, well, I'm in charge of people now, like you could take them to the opening of the ear, and I would like have mine down there, and that was the Army standard, right? But like the 82nd standard was you can't have sideburns. I would just pull out like this print off from the Army regulations, and I'd be
So
like,
you could show 'em like you. No, brother.
no, the Army says I can have these, and the 82nd, last I checked, was in the Army.
So you were smooth faced it with the sideburns?
Oh fuck yeah, I was.
Oh,
dude.
you were a fucking lethal weapon,
dude. And I had hair, very nice hair that I took care of.
Goodness. A lethal fucking weapon. That's what they sang as you walked by.
Okay, Nuri, that's enough out of you today. You know what, Nuri, you get to go into Beyond the Red Zone timeout. That's what you get to do.
Nuri was him and Drea were in hell last night because we had a punk listening party.
Punk music's phenomenal.
It was a lot of it was just like, what? It was just insane. But
yeah,
back to this. Let's get back to baseball. We could make
this. But I mean, like the AL, I think anybody could win it, right? I mean, the Reds snuck in. That's essentially like scrimmages for the Dodgers right now. I'd like to see the Dodgers in San Diego run it back in the NLCS, right? Like, I'd love to see that again. But, you know, like Tom Hammond said today, you can't, and this is the thing that's kind of the Guardians have struggled with all season is hitting. And like the pitching's just too good at this point in the season. Every team has good pitching, right? Yeah, dude, Red, just give it a second. Shohei will come up, like call his shot like fucking the Babe, and then plant one right where he pointed to.
Do you ever feel like he's just like an adult playing with little kids sometimes hitting grounders?
It looks that way sometimes. But then you put him on the same team as like with Mookie Betts, who's one of my favorite players. I love Mookie. You know, and I know he's had some health stuff this year. But I mean, it's a long season too, and he's been notoriously like pretty steady in 150 plus games a season. And the Dodgers always seem like they're like, yeah, we lost like 612 years of man hours to, you know, of pitchers that got hurt. But we called up this guy from single A, and in his first start, he went 5 and struck out 12. And it's just like, where the fuck do you get these guys?
How much do you think Shohei's going to? This is an important thing. I don't want to make this the whole Shohei show, but he's, again, to me, he's one of the most phenomenal athletes in all sports.
Yes.
Because of what he's able to do on the mound as well. He's a very good pitcher.
Yes, but I would still, if I'm the Dodgers, I limit him to 5 innings. Like I let him know, we'll get you through 5, and then that's it. You're gonna put your pitching glove away, you know, and then you're gonna go out there.
Rake. You're just gonna go out there and rake.
That's it. Just hit the damn ball, Shohei.
But do you think Shohei giving you 5 though? And because what other player can you say this? He can give you 5 scoreless, and he can get you at least 3 hits a game.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, Shohei is a good pitcher, and yeah, Virtuoso Judge has taken him deep. Every pitcher gives up a home run, right? Like everybody, even Greg Maddux did. And that guy was notorious for not giving up hits, let alone home runs, right? Like, it's just, that's just how it is, man. And Nuri, if you keep talking while you're in timeout, you're going to spend more time in there.
But the Padres and the Dodgers, I feel like the Padres have a big little brother problem going on because the Dodgers and the Giants over the last 10, 15 years have been winning a lot in that division, World Series as well.
Well, I would say the Giants up until maybe the year before the COVID season.
Yeah.
They haven't really done shit since. Like, in that honestly, it's because they're like, they keep going like, I'm going to go after the big name. They don't get the big name. And then they sign this other guy.
It's pretty good.
That's okay. You know, like maybe he's a little older. They signed him to a long contract. Like Buster Posey becoming general manager of the Giants, I will always be hesitant about, right? He's a team legend. He spent his entire career there, right? but players don't always make the best front office guys.
Players don't make the best a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, case in point, Elway in Denver, Jordan in Washington, and fucking Charlotte. Like,
Jordan and everything he's done.
Since he took his sneakers
Whenever he leaves basketball, every time Jordan does something, it's like, why? When he played baseball, but look, I'm just saying, you had the 2010s, the Giants were pretty dominant.
In the odd number years, they were just like, we're just going to win World Series in odd number years.
And then right before the 2010s, they go to the series with, not right before, was it 05 when Bonds hit like 1 million home runs. But the point is, that's a real rivalry. I don't know anyone, because Dr. Claw calls the Padres the baseball Clippers, and I think that's a funny, real name for the Padres. They're one of those teams where, like, people forget how massive San Diego is. When I leave Mexico, I'm at the bottom of San Diego County, obviously.
Yeah.
And to get to the top of it takes an hour. No matter how fast I drive, if I'm going with the wind or against it, it takes an hour.
Yeah.
It's really fucking big. But nobody gives a shit about the Padres. Padres, last time they were in the series was when?
96. Kevin Brown
and Caminiti
had that team. I think they got swept by the Yanks.
So, and then they lost in 84 to the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So the Padres, while they've had some amazing players, right? Tony Gwynn, maybe the best hitter of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Spent his entire career.
And for a lot of years, Benito Santiago was the best hitting catcher in baseball.
And he was steal bases. He was like a 30-30 guy at one point in time, which is crazy for a catcher. But that team has always been second-class citizens when it comes to the California rivalry. It has always been, and the Angels can say nobody gives a shit about the Angels.
Excuse me, they're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, okay?
And nobody gives a fuck.
I'm glad they dropped that of Anaheim thing and just were like,
the Cleveland Guardians of fucking Michigan. That's as goofy as that shit sounds to me.
That would be if they played in Toledo, okay?
The Cleveland Guardians of fucking Lima.
Yeah, the Ohio Guardians of Michigan.
But I kind of want to see the Padres win because it is fun. There's a certain energy that city gets when the team is doing good.
I will say this, and there's going to be like the 6 Padres fans and the 3 Chargers fans that are still left in San Diego are going to hate me. And yes, Connor, that is appropriate. The Angels would be the Sacramento Kings in this situation. But the Padres are also like the Carolina Panthers in this, right? Like Padres fans, like when they're good, people will show up. You'll see people in Padres gear. When they're bad, crickets,
they're all Dodgers fans.
Yeah.
It's like the Homer Simpson meme.
Yeah. But it's like 3 homers that go into the Ivy, Jason. One comes out in a Dodgers jersey, the other in a Giants jersey, and the last one's in an Angels jersey.
Yeah, the Angels jersey is like in case of emergency, or can we just admit as jersey whores as we are, and I have a superstition, and I probably won't say it, but I think the Angels have the sickest hat, the lowercase a. With the halo.
Yeah, I mean, dude, their logo is good. Even with the capital A, with the halo making the cross section of the A, that was great.
Oh, dude, if my name was Alfonso, all I'm wearing.
You go back to like when Disney bought the team and they had that A with the angel wings. You're just like, what, man? My name's Alfonso. I like it.
My name's Alfonso. What are you gonna do? It's Alfonso. But the A logo is, and can we admit, Chargers throwback powder blue, kind of dope.
I mean, it's not even their throwbacks anymore. That's just their jerseys.
Because they knew it was so dope. Like,
oh yeah,
regular shit.
Yeah, no one cared about that navy blue fiasco.
the late 80s.
Yeah, and in the 90s, the one Stan Humphrey took the Chargers to the Super Bowl in where he got stomped.
See, Reggie and Rod Carew, Angels. If you, Mac, you know what I've been finding at the flea market, by the way? Total
Women of
sidebar.
low morals.
You said women with low morals?
Yes.
That's what I'm always on the hunt for.
Because I nut quick.
Whoa. But seriously, I've been finding throwback Patriot stuff. And Santa Claus is going to be bringing you some interesting gifts.
Let's go, Pat the Patriot, bitch. He's going to get me like a Pat the Patriot's cod piece.
Oh, no, not that throwback. The one, what team was it from again when they had to buy those?
Oh, the Columbus Glory.
Columbus Glory. Bunch of that. Bunch of shit I've never seen before.
Dr. Claw, when Disney purchased the team, they were just the Anaheim Angels.
Mm-hmm.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim came when Bertie Moreno bought the team and wanted to get outside the confines of Anaheim and say, we're actually representative of the greater Los Angeles community.
That's so far.
And I'm like, but there's like, I'm not from the Golden State, or I'm not from the Bay. But I know that Anaheim and LA have some distance between them.
They are not the same place. You can see black people in Los Angeles. Anaheim is where you literally see like Klan rallies.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Or Orange County.
There's
a lot of
dude. Fred Savage's little brother, the dude from Boy Meets World, was running for like city council in Orange County, and he's like a uber conservative Republican.
Really? You know what's funny? Years ago, hella randomly,
you Eiffel Tower some woman with Ben Savage.
Close.
Oh.
You're in the same realm. I was in an Orange County strip club. This is like more than 20 years ago, called the Spearmint Rhino, a very famous strip club chain.
Mm-hmm.
And
one of Motley Crue's favorite stops.
Well, it had some high-end women there, and Ben Savage and the little brother of Joey Lawrence. What was his little brother's name? Matthew.
Mm-hmm.
They both walked in at the same time, and I don't know if it was their first time in there, but they were just going, "Oh, whoa!" Maybe they're just coked out of their minds or something.
They each produced like $600 in ones, and they're like,
"Bitches come,
bitches. This is Charlie Murphy. Say hello."
It was like, oh, we were kind of like, this is a crazy fucking place to be, and all these people. And then some producer came in, and then all the chicks left because he was just, breaking. It's one of those places.
Yeah. San Diego is pretty conservative too. Duncan Hunter and his dad were both representatives from San Diego.
San Diego also has some very, very strange sex club places that I will not talk about on the regular show.
If you guys want to hear about those weird sex clubs in San Diego, go ahead, become a patron, hop on a champagne room. And then that's where Jason will go into details.
I'll tell you the weirdest story ever.
And that is where he Eiffel Tower somebody with Ben Savage.
Weirdest place ever. Yeah, San Diego has some weird spots. But can we just have the Padres win because their throwback jersey is the brown? You don't like the brown?
Guardians in 3 is the name tonight, so I don't give no. The Padres cannot win. All right, this is the all Guardians all the time. Beyond
are the Guardians allowed? Are the Guardians like black people? Where it's like, we're gonna go back in time. Okay, time out. What year are we going to? Are the Guardians like, we're gonna go back?
Hey guys, if you
I
go
were,
back in
dude.
time to the last time you won, you're not going to be happy with that logo or the name.
That's how the Guardians are. They're like, we can't go. No throwbacks for us. We live in the now.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I love our alternates. Like, I've always liked the red with the white pants. I always thought that was a good look.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing it with it, when we were rocking the script eye, kind of moving away from Chief Wahoo. But yeah, the Padres do have some phenomenal jerseys. And I even like the ones they rock now. I like pinstripes. I think it looks good in a baseball uniform, you know?
Can we admit Virtuoso's right? Milwaukee's throwback with the
Yeah.
M and the Milwaukee with the M and the Mariners throwback.
Okay, we all know I want the Guardians to win the World Series. You know, that's what I want to see before I die. But this is the World Series I want to see just because I want Rob Manfred to be even more miserable than he already is. I want to see San Diego and Toronto World Series and just see, you know, just see Manfred like this in game one, Jason. Like, I don't even have a fucking TV deal anymore. How am I supposed to get one out of this?
Yeah,
Anybody?
No one's watching that. No one's watching that. Like, can someone bring Joe Carter back?
Yeah. Hey, Kevin Brown pitching for the Padres still? Is Carter batting third?
Does anyone know where I can find Dave Steeb? Anyone got a line on Dave Steeb?
Hey,
No.
Is Clement still pitching for the Blue Jays?
Can we? Is there a hotel in that stadium still we can watch people fuck in? Like,
Yeah.
we got to do something.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, you know, like outside of a New York in the Dodgers World Series, like most of America is not going to pay attention to this. Like in my heart of hearts, you know what I would love to see? An all Ohio World Series. Cleveland, Cincy, let's go. Right? Hey, you know what, Red? I don't even want to fucking hear it, dude. I went through 2 losses. One of the most, especially 97, I don't know if I'll ever get over. I don't know if I'll ever get over the 97 series. But I mean, Cleveland hasn't won a series since 48. You know,
Virtuoso said something kind of dope. I'm all for the Indians coming back as long as the logo is Leonard Peltier's old face on that hat.
Oh, dude, I love that, Virtuoso.
I think that would be fair. I think everybody would be like, they're all in agreement.
And like, you just put like Sitting Bull like on the jersey, you know, just lean into it. You know, but yeah, man, like I don't know, you know, the AL, whoever the AL rep is for the World Series is going to have it rough because all those NL teams hit better, they pitch better. Like the NL was kind of a buzzsaw this year, and like you can't even count out, you know, like Philly, dude. Like I don't know.
I've never liked the Phillies jerseys, by the way.
I like pinstripes, man. I like pinstripes.
You like pinstripes? You know what Philly jersey? Do you remember the when they had the like the 80s where everybody had the non-buttons, the kind of
and the blue.
Ones? The blue, that's the only Philly shit that's kind of dope. Can we find a picture of that? What year was that?
Oh, dude, just Google Phillies blue jerseys.
Oh, Philly. Look at you, mister. I know how to use the internet.
What's up? Dude, you know remember what other team had that? Went that way? The Cardinals went that way for a little bit.
Look, that was dope, though. You didn't think that was dope?
No.
What? The one? Oh, the blue with the P on it?
Nah, dude. I didn't like that shade of blue, man. I'm sorry.
If my name was Falero, I'd totally rock one of those.
It just sounds like a lot of Philly and Pittsburgh gear. But he's from like fucking Lincoln, Nebraska. They're like,
yes, like, my name's Falero. What do you expect? What do you? This was sick, dude. You're tripping.
Okay, man.
You really didn't like this blue?
No, I hated the blue.
Look at this. Can you see this?
Yes.
Look at that. If I was Filipino, I'd hella rock the shit out of this.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, nothing dried up more pussy in Philly than that jersey.
Is that why they changed it?
That's something we got to go back to pinstripes, guys. It's like sandpaper out there.
There wasn't enough guys named Filario for them to fucking make it work.
Ontologically Filipino. Okay. So there was do you remember when they were making the throwback t-shirts in the 90s?
Mm-hmm. In the 2000s? So I had a throwback t-shirt of that. And of course, my wife at the time took it because she was Filipino.
Someone asked the ugliest jerseys in baseball.
Oh, that is the White Sox in the 80s with the red.
Yeah, and also the shorts. You had that little...
The short with the goofy, where they look like they were from like the 20s.
Yeah.
Was that some kind of anniversary shit?
And then I would argue Tampa's first couple years, those were bad jerseys too.
I don't like this goofy shit right here. I think this shit is goofy as fuck.
The City Connects. Yeah.
All these teams with this goofy shit. That is so...
Dude,
we need to connect with the youth. Don't do that dumb shit.
I liked San Francisco's...
I don't like
City Connects with like the fog and shit.
I fucking hated it. I walked by there was a sports store downtown when I was last there.
The Nationals was pretty cool when they had the cherry blossoms.
What's the ugliest jersey of all sports, or just baseball?
I think since we were talking baseball, so I said Tampa's first few years were bad. They had like that weird purple, and they tried to make the Ray neon.
What's the team?
Into neon.
What's the team that's the Miami now? What were they called? The Marlins.
Yeah, the Florida Marlins. Well, theirs was simple. They just did white and teal with pinstripes.
That shit sucked. Marlins were always kind of trash to me. No?
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like, eh.
For most of their existence, they've been...
Oh, is that a Willis jersey?
Oh,
is it a Willis?
Oh, Dontrell.
Where's he from, Mac? The Bay!
Is that really one of the ones you want to like? Dontrell Willis, everybody. Bay Area rep. Like Jason's like, yeah, and there's like 5 people from the Bay like, fuck you, go back to wherever you're living now. You forgot how to throw a baseball.
Wait, isn't Dontrell from the Bay? Yeah, he's from the Bay, right?
I don't fucking know. You know what?
Shit up.
You tell me where everybody.
No, was he the one from the Bay?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Let's see. We're looking.
I know he had a super high leg kick. He killed it for a few years and then lost it.
Yep, he's from Oakland. Somebody brought up the Pirates. The Pirates. What hat was that? What they called? Pillbox hat?
Oh yeah, from the 70s. That was kind of... I thought that was kind of cool because they played it. Didn't they pair it with like a solid black and like pinstripe pants?
They paired it with this hoe ass shit. Look at this bullshit.
But no, I would argue that the worst Pirates jerseys go to the one from the mid 90s, Jason. If you can find that one, you know, their colors are black and gold, but
yeah,
they added a red bill.
Ooh.
Like, why are you adding red to black and gold? Every Pittsburgh team is black and gold. You can't throw colors in there.
Oh yeah, this was trash.
Yeah,
this was trash.
Yeah, you know,
the Orioles with the white hat, kind of trash too. But this Pittsburgh was
yeah,
trash.
Like a red bill, and then, like the P was bordered in red too.
Yeah, that was not smart. I don't know whose idea that was.
Probably someone that was trying to sell merch. One of those cheap bastards that owned the team.
We need to connect with the youth.
Make a new hat.
Gang culture is hot right now.
Which ones are red, the Blood or the Crips?
Like, come on, man. Yeah, I thought the Orioles logo with this like coon on the hat was stupid.
Dude, yeah, I don't know why you put a white face on any hat. I'm sorry. Like you.
But you know what? Unis are kind of sick. Is Montreal Expos.
Naturally, Les Spos were awesome.
Montreal Expos they have a sick throwback. Like, if you look at this image, it looks like it's not that bad, but there's just something about the yellow and the black that doesn't... I don't know what it is.
And like, you remember in the mid 90s, everybody, when baseball was like, you know what we're going to do? I know the perfect way to get people excited about baseball. And everybody's like, what? No more sleeves on the jerseys.
That's what's hot in the streets.
And then every team had to look like that.
That
You
shit
know?
was not dope.
No. And then I was like, if you're going to do that, yeah, Virtuo. So it's based on Up, Up, and Away, which was a phenomenal book about the history of the Expos. But their whole thing was, Jason, they were like, well, that's what they did in like the 50s, 60s, like the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And it's like, no, they just had very short sleeves on those jerseys, you know? But like, why are we wearing vests? And then, you know, Under Armour was becoming a thing. So you had like the really tight base layer, and then you put your jersey vest over top.
That shit was trash. Someone said the Padres in the 90s. I was not a 90s Padres.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. They went to like this white, and it was what, like
blue.
a blue?
Yeah. This was not the look. I'm telling you, 84 Padres, dude.
Pinstripes, man. Pinstripes for the win.
And the all browns. Even the hat. Even the hat. Look at this.
You know what wasn't dry in San Diego when they wore those jerseys, Jason? Vaginas.
Look at the one piece. Look at Steve Garvey and Eric Shaw.
Hated those one piece jerseys.
Look at the fucking one piece with Garvey and Shaw.
Oh God.
Come on, guys. San Diego, if you guys want to win the series, bring back the V-neck.
No, don't.
You're gonna win the series.
Don't do that, because there's like 3 dudes on that team. They're gonna wear that. They're gonna be like, "Can I get a deeper V?" And it's just gonna be this huge tuft of chest hair.
That's what we need.
No.
You want to bring the people back to baseball? Bring the swag back. Bring it back.
Those one-piece jerseys. and the cleats with the big tongues, you know? Like,
yes. This might be the worst jersey in all of baseball.
Yeah,
the
that
collared Astros.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was going on? There's actually an interesting story about this man right here. I forget his name. He was a really good pitcher for the Astros. And
was Nolan Ryan racist to him? Because that would
no, actually, there's some racism that plays into his story, but he was a very dominant pitcher. He was really tall, something crazy like 6'10".
God damn.
And he threw crazy heat, and then he had a condition that was undiagnosed. I think it was like a heart condition, and he ended up getting a heart attack. It's a crazy story. I'll if I find it for you, I'll send it to you. But throwback Astros is a cool jersey to wear in your
the number on the pants, dude. I totally forgot about that. Oh, that's atrocious.
J.R. Richard was the guy's name. J.R. Richard.
That is atrocious. Oh.
It was not. I mean, look at this, man. That's not dope.
You know what that looks like? That should have been on like the Phoenix Suns jerseys in the early 90s. It's supposed to be representative of the setting sun in the desert. You know, something stupid like that.
This is fun looking at these jerseys. Phoenix has had trash jerseys to me.
Oh, they've had some bad ones.
They've never been sick. This is not sick.
No. See, like I said, that's almost the fucking same thing.
Never been good with the jerseys.
And then adding a basketball with a solar flare at an angle doesn't make it any better. You know, like it doesn't. Matt Ishbia, you have some work to do, sir. You have some work to do.
Do people even care anymore? Or do they just like, look, we can always sell these throwbacks. We'll just throw another color and then people will buy the throwback.
Well, the thing is, people like the throwbacks, right? Like that goes into like the collecting culture that we kind of have now.
Yes.
Astros old jerseys are the color of the carpet in the back of their El Camino. I can't hear El Camino without thinking of a cadence that I learned, like we had to sing when we were running in the Army. It was
Really?
like, yeah, it was like front like a car, back like a truck. In the back is where I fuck. And then
Whoa.
you go El Camino, El Camino.
80s
Dude,
Warriors.
90s Warriors. I loved those jerseys with the
These
Yes.
ones?
I love the ones with like the
No.
warrior. Yeah, man, I loved them.
What was the Warriors mascot's name again? I don't even fucking remember.
I thought it was just like other people in Curry's family that weren't famous.
No, they had the mascot had a name.
Yeah, I can't even
Can't
remember,
remember.
dude. I couldn't. tell you.
This is the like this is a good jersey.
That's a very good jersey.
It definitely looks like a high school basketball team. But there's a difference between jerseys that look good when players wear them and jerseys that look good when you rock them with outfits.
Yeah.
The Houston Astros only looks good if you're in 2005 and you're part of Outkast.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you can rap over a really good beat, you could get away with wearing like the collared Chicago White Sox jersey with the shorts. You know, you can get away with that. I, on the other hand, absolutely not.
This is one of the worst jerseys in football.
Which ones?
The Broncos throwbacks, the brown and yellow.
Well, like when we do throwbacks, the last thing I want to see is something from the 20s because everybody had the same helmet design as the other guy. It was just a different color. It was like, you know, the Michigan, you know, how their helmet.
Yeah.
Like that was everybody's helmet.
And some of those, but
You
the
know?
colors. Have you ever seen the Raiders original colors? It was not. Al Davis is the one that changed those colors.
Well, yeah, I pretty sure Al Davis did it because he was colorblind. But
damn, he was. He was the first person to hire a lot of colored people.
Not what I meant.
You know, I wrote. You know, I don't talk on the Twitters much, but there's a thing. I was listening to You People's radio today, and
you mean
my favorite person to hate listen to, Colin Cowherd, was on, and he has this weird thing where I don't believe he's racist in the true sense of the word, where I think when he sees a black person, he's like, I hate these people. I think there's black people he probably really likes. He probably hangs out with black people, and not just in that like Carlton Banks way people think that he would hang out with black people. I'm sure he hangs out with stereotypically, and this is a racist thing to say, real black people. That being said, I think you can hate a culture and not hate the entire ethnicity, because there's black people that fucking hate aspects of quote unquote black culture, right?
Yeah.
Chris Rock's whole we don't even know about him until he tells the N-words and black people joke in 95.
Yeah, Candace Owens. Like
Candace Owens. A lot of the people that people call conservative, they hate a culture. And there's definitely white people that are the same way. And you hear these people in sports all the time. And I think it's bad. It's a bad policy to just go, that person's a racist. Because it means that racism to you is just so overly simplified, where you're not even listening to what he's saying. Because what he's saying is, I don't really dig this hip hop culture.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see like Colin Cowherd, you got to think he's well enough known. He's famous. He's going out to events with black people.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But on like the car ride up, when they're at a red light and the dude in front of him's like blasting like Dre, he's like, I don't understand what all this love for rap music is.
Yeah.
You know?
You know who else he doesn't like? White people that do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's you can when you hear when he talks his culture thing. So he was Shedeur Sanders recently was at the Browns are changing quarterbacks, and they're going from Joe Flacco, who was ineffective, to the second string quarterback, who's Dylan Gabriel.
And now, Cleveland fans, if you were excited to see Joe Flacco flutter a ball 8 yards,
Damn.
You're going to be excited to see Dylan Gabriel flutter at 9 yards. Okay?
A younger man do the same thing.
Yep.
That a taller, older man can do.
I mean, then again, Joe Flacco looked every bit his age. That offensive line couldn't protect him. And Joe Flacco was just like, well, I can't really run anymore. I think I'll just take this hit. You know?
Ouch. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I saw like he was like doing the answers to the questions, and then, you know,
because first of all, it is ridiculous to go to the third. Like, I get it. Shedeur Sanders was a person that we all thought was going to be a first-round draft pick because he did all the things that makes you go, this guy should be a first-round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know why, I think he went to the 5th round. I wrote about it in Damage Magazine.
Yes, you did.
But that being said, what he did, while I didn't find it funny, I think it mimics the ridiculousness of going to the third string quarterback and asking him anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, someone brought it up, and I was like, you do realize he's in his early 20s. That's some shit a kid in his early 20s does.
Yes.
Right? Red, go ahead. I was not going to lie. I was pretty happy about Baltimore getting stomped. But please talk up the Lions. I urge you to do so. But like, he's a 20-year-old, he's what, 21, 22, 24. Okay. So he's in his early 20s, man. Like, he's 24.
Yeah.
Shedeur?
Yeah. I'll double check.
He had a traditional college experience, though. Dylan Gabriel was the one that went to college for 6 years.
I think he's about the same age. 23.
Okay.
He's 23.
He's in his early 20s, man. That's some shit kids in their early 20s do. Like, don't read into it. My son's 14, and he breaks out the weird shit that 14-year-olds say.
Dylan Gabriel's 24. And he's going to be 25 in December.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he was in college 6 years. That makes sense to me. But like, don't read into it, so deep, right? Like, he's just a kid. And like you said, it's absurd, right? That sports writers and like sports personalities are sitting here bitching about this. But you're the one that's actively trying to engage the third string quarterback on a losing team.
The third string quarterback, again, regardless of the situation that got him there, regardless of his position in the pecking order of quarterbacks, regardless of what people are reading about what he's doing or not doing in practice, there is a ridiculousness of going up to this kid and trying to create a story where there isn't one, because what you're going to do is try to create controversy where there isn't any.
Mm-hmm.
He's a decent kid that's having fun. And the fact that he kind of turned it around on media, again, I didn't think it was that funny, but I did get it as like, well, you guys are kind of fucking with this dude and you're fucking with his life.
Yeah.
Media is more important now than it's ever been, because influencer culture, which we need to really call like personality culture, because I don't think there's a difference between Colin Cowherd and, what's that asshole that was a punter? Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Is it Pat? Is that
yeah,
the guy?
It's Pat McAfee.
Yeah. They're the same guy to me.
Yeah.
And people listen to what they say. And as gambling is more and more important for sports in general, people care about how their athletes are viewed outside of the game. Whether or not they win or lose doesn't really matter anymore. It's about production.
Yeah, produce and cover the spread, right?
That's really important. That's all people are talking about. So even if you win, nobody cares. Did you win with the stats they want to see?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, dude. Colin Cowherd, if he were born 25 years later than he was, he would be getting Tom Brady money from Fox, right? Because he hasn't been a relevant sports journalist since he broke the SMU story in the mid 80s, right? He hasn't really done any sports journalism since then. He's just been a talking head, right? You know, he wrote sports editorials for the Dallas paper, and then he started getting picked up on radio, and then he, you know, hit the big time with ESPN before moving to Fox, right? That's all he does. It's just like with, you know, I think what really drove Cowherd and Stephen A. Smith apart were that they are almost the exact same person. They used to be phenomenal sports journalists. They broke big stories. You know what I mean? Now they just flap their fucking gums and give their opinion. You know, they're not worried about the nuanced breakdown of film or speaking to coaches and getting game plan. They're just like, no, you know what? Mike McCarthy, you know, with Cowherd being a fucking Cowboys fan, he just needs to let Dak throw the ball all the time and never run. You know, it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
So hate that goofy shit when they what the black quarterback needs to do. He can't read a defense.
Yeah. You know, Rush Limbaugh tried to tell you guys this a long time ago, and you would not listen.
You know, hot take here. You guys aren't going to want to hear this, but the black guy can't do it. Lamar just isn't. I don't know what it is. He's not a team leader. He's too concerned with hair care products. What?
Okay. Red, I will, yeah. Jason's article did give a lot of compelling points, but here's the thing with the state of quarterback play in the NFL, right? Where you need to have like okay, before I get on this, the USFL had the best logos in professional football for many, many years.
I'm pulling up fucking.
I mean, dude, look at
quarterbacks.
Dude, look at the Gamblers logo though.
Yeah.
It's literally a G with the state of Texas with the star being Houston in it. Like, come on. Where you have to have the can't miss, the superstar QB, but you have to have a really good backup now. There are oh, that's what I meant. Yes, thank you, Ayatollah. It was Skip. I apologize. I just kind of got on a rant there. Ayatollah always keeping me, making sure I'm on the right track. But with the state of quarterback play, with some like guys, Tommy DeVito is the third stringer for the Patriots, right? Like, if he is getting shots in the NFL still, don't tell me Shador can't be a number two and not even be a good starter. You know what I mean? Like, there is a huge issue with quarterback play in the NFL. We're seeing it play out in real time in Cincinnati, right? Like, that's what we're seeing right now. Burrow goes down, and then, oh my God, you know, what are we looking at? Like, Cincinnati looks like they do not know how to play offense anymore.
I mean, I'm with you. But we've been saying this for a while. We've been saying this since we had salary caps. You're never going to get Joe Montana and Steve Young on the same team.
Yeah.
And what you see in Cleveland can't last, right? Where you have, you know, these two young guys who have a lot of talent. We don't know how good either one of them is going to be yet.
Oh, no. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen come December when they're playing on the lake and the winds are kicking up to like 30, 35 miles per hour. And Dylan Gabriel goes to throw his 5'11" frame into heaving a pass, and it goes 15 yards and then gets blown back harder than he threw it back in his face.
So you don't think Dylan Gabriel's got it in him?
Dude, and it's not, he's never had a strong arm. His entire game was predicated on making my first read, getting the ball out quick, letting my receiver, you know, do damage after the catch. Cleveland doesn't have those guys. And on top of that, you are literally playing in a stadium built on an artificial island in a fucking lake. You know, like the wind is it's tempestuous is the way I can describe it. Okay. Oh, Nuri, that is gross. Oh, that is atrocious. I mean, the green and white stripes, okay, I dig it, but throwing the yellow in there? No, that is ick.
The Browns have a Super Bowl caliber defense. We just have to admit they have a Super Bowl caliber defense. I think you may not agree with me.
I think it's really good. But a Super Bowl caliber defense, you know what they have that they really showed towards the end of 17 games? Depth. What are they going to do when the injuries start piling up? You know, and that's, I think, you know, come week 8, week 9, when some guys go down, are their 2s and 3s good enough to step up and continue that defensive play? If they do, yeah, Jason, I will agree with you 100%. Super Bowl caliber defense and a 95-pound and lower, you know, offense, you know, peewee football. You know, so like, it's just, you know, we are in the new football realm of coaches only getting a year or two. That's become normal. If Stefanski, I'm not going to say if, when Stefanski fails this season, okay, and it's a fault of not just him, and by when I say it's his fault, he's trying to run like this speed offense with skill players that don't fit that offense. When the Browns went to the playoffs a couple years ago with Baker, what did they do well, Jason? They ran the fucking football and played and threw the ball off play action. Yeah. Right? No. He's like, nah, dude, we're going to run, you know, we're going to get our receivers downfield. Like, first off, what receivers? Outside of Jerry Jeudy, you've got a guy that worked at fucking Huntington Bank before the preseason. Okay, you got a guy you found at the bus station who was you know, like there's a bunch of nobodies, right? Your offensive line went from a huge strength to an utter weakness, you know, and a lot of that has to do with Andrew Berry, who traded away a slew of picks that they really, really needed for a quarterback that is an alleged rapist.
Whoa.
Right? So you weren't just a quarterback away, dude. The Browns were not just a quarterback away from winning. They weren't. You know, and they have fucked that team for a very long time. That's why I was really in favor of them trading away some pieces, like trading down in the first round this year, getting an extra first rounder from Jacksonville. That's fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Make up all those picks that you wasted bringing fucking Handsy McDouchebag to Cleveland. You know? Allegedly Handsy McDouchebag, because I don't want to get sued.
I don't want to get fined.
Yeah. You know, but like Cleveland, this team's gonna be bad for a while. It's not good. Oh no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this, man.
If you guys want to know what I send Mac all day,
it's
been stuff like this.
Yeah. Or it's the women with the tiniest of waists that have obviously gotten BBLs, right? Because I don't care how many times you do legs in a week, you can't get hips and ass like that naturally.
You don't think that's natural?
I'm not talking about these two women.
Oh, one of the other ones I said?
Yeah, with the tiny waist and the ridiculously fat asses.
Wait. There's so many.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Like, come on, man.
You don't think that's real?
No.
Come on. That could be real.
Yeah. Real as in they went to the clinic down the street from your house to get that done.
Really paid for it.
Yeah.
What about? I sent that to you and I was like, he didn't even respond.
No. No. I mean, the one
Nick says this is what Gen X does online. Oh, Dr. Claus says she looks normal. Oh.
No, Nick, I do respond to some of them, but like he sends me 50. I have to pick the ones I respond to,
Virtuoso just said heavy cream. Oh. Connor says I need a snorkel to deal with all that.
You would, dude. You would.
No? You don't want me to hook you up, Mac?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you sure?
I appreciate you, Jason. Thank you for always looking out for me, but no. Yeah, Nuri. Nuri, woo! I just came back to the screen to those testicles. Sean,
Everybody's got comments.
Sean, I swear to God, if Toussaint were here, she would just grab Jason by the ear and go wash his mouth out with soap or something.
What is it here?
So here she has the proportions of a chicken.
This is why you guys are never going to meet whoever I'm with, because you guys are too mean. What if I'm with this woman?
Jason, she's got too much ass for you to be with that woman.
I'm so mad. You get it confused all the time. This is me at the gym, though, by the way.
I love this one. This one was fucking hilarious. His days is almost as bad as his haircut.
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, there she. Oof. That is totally me at the gym. No, Mac, this isn't you.
It's all you, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man.
Dre says, Jason, let's be real for a minute.
Oh, there she is. There's Toussaint. If there's any wrestling fans in here, say his name when he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Toussaint's the same way.
Wait a minute.
Here it comes. Toussaint just shows up with a steel chair and hits Jason over the head with it.
Toussaint has entered the chat with us.
Toussaint, I just want you to know I have been doing my best to talk sports, and we even had a very serious discussion about Gaza to open everything up. And then I'm in the middle of a sports thought, Toussaint, and Jason brings up everything he sent me throughout the day.
Oh, they said Toussaint's got a spray. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jason, show MT. Why are you guys?
Mick Rudd said to MT, you got here before Jason broke out the baby oil. Mr. Crash, these women have only dated black men named Jaquandarius.
Oh, I mean, in the Black PMC episode, Pascal was talking about chubby steel, so we can't complain about this.
Oh, Tony, you walked into it, bro. You walked into it, dude.
This is chubby steel. Tucson. Remember Pascal? So Mac. Pascal said Shelby Steel, but me and Tucson swear that he said Chubby Steel, and everybody in the comments was like, "No, we heard you say Chubby Steel." Tucson was watching that shit like the Zapruder film the next day, like Chubby Steel, but he's saying Shelby Steel. So I think we found Chubby Steel. This is what Chubby
Steel grinds on the heartstrings for real.
It's a mind state.
Chubby Steel is not a person, it's a state of mind.
It's a state of mind.
Virtuoso said just send me to their OnlyFans. All right.
Chubby Steel is the Browns' fourth string quarterback.
Shador's like, Stefanski calls him in. He's like, listen, Dylan, you're going to be my starter. Shador, still having you on third. What? Shador's going to be the backup? No, guys, I want you to meet Chubby Steel. He's going to be suiting up. He's going to be Dylan's backup, rocking number 22.
Yeah, rocking a 22. Yeah, that's the fucked off ass number. The most fucked off quarterback number ever. All he's running is QB dives from the shotgun. That's it.
All right, Dylan, get out here. We got put in the Chubby package. He runs a dive, and next time he comes in, they're just like, "You think he's gonna go around the end?" And they're just like, "No, dive."
Not Chubby Steel.
Not Chubby Steel. Chubby Steel doesn't run off tackle.
Fuck no. Chubby Steel.
Chubby Steel's running up the back of the center, okay?
You do not need a tush push for Chubby Steel.
No.
No.
It's not just his name. It is his state of mind. Always. Straight ahead. You know?
I'm thinking about the future. You guys are in the past. Chubby Steel stays ahead of the game.
That's right.
I don't know what's wrong with my algorithm.
It's got the digital equivalent of the clap. That's what's wrong with your algorithm.
My God. That was the meanest thing you've ever said.
Your algorithm sits there like scratching its crotch all day. So it goes. Chubby Steel played quarterback in college for Abilene Christian. Okay, so
Mr. Crash is the problem with the algorithm is you. It is not me. I don't look for these things.
Virtuoso said your algorithm is on the sex offender registry. Well, in Jason's defense today, everybody, I don't know if you saw Ted Cruz stepping in it before the shutdown, where he said, we can't, if we do this, are we just going to protect murderers? Protect pedophiles? And he goes, oh, no. Like he knew he fucked up,
Mac. There's a movie. I can't remember what the name of this movie was. I don't know if this was one of the Bring It Ons, but do you remember Hayden Panettiere?
Oh, yeah. She was married to Vladimir Klitschko for a few years.
No
they had a kid
shit.
together.
Was she really?
Yeah, they had a kid.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was like the it girl for a while.
Dude, she's 5 feet tall, and Vladimir Klitschko is 6'10".
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a big dude.
Yeah,
that must have looked like an assault.
He's just like, it is time to make sex, Hayden. She just gets on and he spins her around a few times. You know?
He's like, nah. To each his own.
No kink shaming here. We don't do that here. Don't hit me, Vladimir. I'm sorry.
There's a dance style called crumping, and we make fun of it as much as we can on TIR.
As one should. As one should.
Kushlik says, I mean, Jason's utterly ordinary spank bank is probably one of the most normal features of this.
See, the thing is, Jason shows us all this, but when it comes time for him to do a little self-pleasure, it's just like he lights a candle, fires up a movie from like the 90s, and he's like, oh, this one has a plot. Okay.
Takes out a Sears catalog. Not even
an old Victoria's Secret catalog from 98.
So, this scene is, I don't use the term cringe because I hate it. Okay. But, and I won't even say this for this scene. This scene is just
that bad, huh?
You know, just watch for yourself.
You guys quit playing around. We're supposed to be practicing. I'm still in charge here, damn it.
Hey, Letty, if we added some of this crumping, it could really get us noticed by Rihanna.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, there's that anger. Oh, okay. I see it. That's it. Come on. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, now you tripped. No, y'all. That's it. You better get your girl, man. Yeah. Right? That's right.
Is he seizing?
Okay, white
Wow, this is... Jason, this isn't dancing, it's foreplay.
Someone said Chubby Steele is her finishing. Oh my god.
That dude at the very end was doing the Chubby Steele. Okay.
Someone, Connor says the summer of 2020 was so inspiring. The reason why I play that, there is a thing we played on the Katrina episode after we were done having a serious conversation. I was like, does anyone remember 2020? Like, we have to remember how ridiculous shit was. And there's these cops. There's a protest, and the protesters are crumping at the cops.
That is... You know what? At that point, just get the weirdo goth folks to grab some glow sticks, crack them, knock out all the street lights, and just start raving at the cops. You know, that may have been the second worst thing to happen in front of cops, real or fake, since Kendall Jenner offered one a Pepsi.
Crumping at cops and offering them a Pepsi to me is the same thing.
Yeah.
But I needed you to see crumping, and then...
Hey, Connor, I'm pretty sure I read that in the manifesto. The revolution will be crumped into fruit.
So you've seen the movie White Man Can't Jump?
Absolutely. One of my favorites.
Have you seen White Kids Can't Jump?
No. Is it a bunch of like white kids falling on their face?
I'm so mad at AI, by the way.
We don't play no games out here, baby. You come in our court, you better come ready to play.
I'm tired of making you look so bad.
I'm sorry, say what?
Is this AI or this had little kids reenact this scene?
Dude, I can't even tell, honestly.
I can't even tell. I think this is actually little kids.
Okay, one, as a parent, I'm not letting my son redo scenes from this film.
Well, they don't curse in it.
I don't care. This is not... You know, this is the same movie where Woody Harrelson was like finger blasting Rosie as she was prepping for Jeopardy. Okay. Like,
they don't have to see that.
It's the principle of the thing. This is not a movie for children.
But that's the whole thing. Like, there was a thing a few years ago where this comedy troupe made what it looked like was like fourth graders doing Scarface, and instead of cocaine, he was sitting in front of a mountain of candy, and instead of saying motherfucker, they changed it to something like Mickey Ficky or something. They changed it to something, and it's hilarious because the kids have it's out of context for them. They just shot it to look like that, and people lost their mind, and they were like, whatever school district this is, these teachers need to be fired. It's like, those kids have no idea what you're talking about because they're like, just say these words.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be fired for it. I think I should be able to go onto the internet and be like, if you're this creative, can you please do something else actually useful?
No, that's funny. It made me laugh. It's useful to make me laugh.
No, you know what makes me laugh? Everybody in chat that rips on you for your choices, what be they frothy coffee or your weird salads or your strange love of 7-Eleven chorizo. Okay, like that is funny. That is funny. And what else is funny is the article I read today that ranked all 41 of the starting quarterbacks the Browns have had since 1999. Jesus. And yes, you did not mishear that. 41 starting quarterbacks.
Where did Cody Kessler rank?
I think in the high 20s.
Where did Deshaun Kaiser rank?
Oh, he was low. They kind of beat him up for all the INTs and playing on the 1-15 team. Or was it the 0-16?
I think he was on the O team.
Yeah.
No, they won a game that year, didn't they?
I can't remember. There's been so many.
Look, if these kids, they're not going to see the movie because they don't care. It's like, hey, we want you to play basketball and say these lines. They're not cursing. Stop. You're projecting your patriarchal fears.
Oh my gosh.
On these children.
Patriarchal fears.
Mm-hmm. Take that. Take that.
Okay.
Bet you'll never let me read bell hooks again.
Hey, whatever, Spike Light. Fucking cue the clip.
You look so bad.
Hey, yo, man. Lock me down, you can talk. Yep. Get a win, you can talk. Yeah. Until then, don't run in your mouth.
Who were the real basketball players in this scene? Do you remember?
No, dude. It's been so long.
There was real basketball players.
Yeah, there were.
I tell you what, I'll take anybody out here. You can't even pick my teammate. Matter of fact, I'll take the worst firehouse. Still beat y'all because y'all trash.
Hey, let him get the chunk.
Me?
Yo, what's up, man? You want to run?
Do you mean play basketball?
Nah, he means ice hockey. Get your butt out there, Gretzky.
White boys don't count. White boys can't hoop.
Hey, man, you doing all that talking? You got the goofy looking dude. Let's go. Check up.
What would you do?
Dude, if I got my ankles broke by a 10-year-old, I would drive to the closest large body of water and throw myself in it.
I think there's little kids that could dribble out there like that.
Yeah, they have horrible fathers.
Nuri says, yeah, but would they get up after the hard foul I delivered?
It's not even a hard foul, Nuri. Just say you'd clothesline one and then get the end of it.
That's what's so funny about this is these kids are getting very, very clean lanes to do these backdoor layups. But that was that movie as well. There was a lot of stuff in the movie. It's like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Even in the street game, why would you do that?
Street ball? Yeah, dude. Fucking Wesley's getting his head fucking punched in, and fucking Woody's probably getting kicked in the nuts a few times.
Have you ever seen these guys, these white guys that try to like reenact this, where they dress like nerds and they go on the court, and these guys are probably play like D2 ball, and or maybe they were like on the bench on a small D1 program.
I saw a video where a dude did that, like complete with like the British Knights and the tall socks, and he was talking shit at an actual game. I want to say it was in New York City. I just can't remember where. And this dude stepped up and was like, fuck it, I'll play you one-on-one. And this dude was like a backup at St. John's and just fucking ran this guy off the court.
Were you the one that showed me, or did I show you What's that guy's name? Brian Scapolini. Am I saying it right?
Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, because people were like, "Oh, Brian Scalabrine is trash," and so he's been going around giving people buckets.
Oh, dude, yeah. And the thing is, it's like a lot for years. Everybody talks shit to him because he has like 4 title rings,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll wear him to games, like to pick up games where people talk shit to him, and he's like, "You got any of these?" And like he's got them all on one hand, and they're just like, "Man, fuck you."
Dude, have you seen him? Like all these people all over the like, dude, that fool is trash, man. He can't do that. He gives people buckets.
Okay, here's the fact of the matter.
The white mamba, yeah.
The guy at the end of the bench on an NBA team is running laps around 99.8% of the people at any given time on a basketball court.
Any given time, giving you buckets.
There's a reason he's on a squad and you are not.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason he won 4 NBA titles or however many as a reserve when you were playing at the fucking Y. Okay, like shut the fuck up.
Buckets.
There's a reason he made quite a large sum of money being paid to play this game when you were going down to Hope Mills Rec as a 41-year-old trying to fucking talk shit to 15-year-old kids playing basketball.
Mac is calling some real people out. I think you called out. You can't go back to your high school reunion because you just called out like 8 dudes.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I actually got an invitation for my 25-year reunion in November. And I was like, I would rather like get hit by a bus than go to this, right?
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude. I hated high school.
Oh, I've never met a person that loved it.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a few that I know loved it because they still talk about those days. And I'm like, no. But I've got like some people that are like, no, man, you got to come. It's going to be great. We're doing it right around Thanksgiving. So you'll already be in the area. And I'm like, bro, I don't do Thanksgiving. And I have no intention of going to Northeast Ohio for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be snow, like one of those romantic comedies that I never get to live. Yeah, and then there's some woman that's like, Mac, you're here. I've been waiting 25 years to tell you that I had the biggest crush on you in 9th grade.
That we had sex that one time, and I had a kid. That's what would happen.
What? That's why you gotta go.
No.
What if that kid's amazing?
That kid's probably not. That kid's in his mid-20s now, so no.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'll say this. I did not go to my high school reunion. I stayed home and worked. And I did get to call some people on a video call. And there's one person that I've gone to school with since kindergarten to high school. And we actually went to high school in a different city. We were friends. And he actually married a girl from our high school. And I felt so shitty because he's kind of like you. He doesn't do a lot of this kind of stuff. And on the video call, he goes, oh man, Jay, I was hoping you were going to be there because we walked. Something happened. We couldn't get a ride or something. And we walked from like homecoming to our train station in the Bay Area, this thing called BART.
I know what the BART is, Jason.
I don't know. You're not from the Bay, man. I don't know if you've been on BART before.
I've been on BART a few times, yeah.
Okay, well then you know shit. Because people say the train, they think everything is New York and it's like a scene from the Warriors. So
not everybody immediately thinks when I hear subway, yes, I think of New York. When I hear like the L, I think Chicago.
Yeah, I think a scene from
When I hear train, I'm just thinking it's above ground on rails. A lot of places have those.
So Nick says, yeah, like 4 blocks. No, Nick, we walked to Del Norte BART because we both lived in Richmond. So we walked all the way from Albany High to Del Norte BART. So for those that know, that's a good little walk. It's like the next station over. And Jay beatboxed while I freestyled the whole way about not having a ride and winning homecoming and fucking walking with my
there's
buddy.
a reason you were walking on homecoming, because you beatboxed and he freestyled.
No, other way around. He beatboxed.
Oh, sorry.
So get it right, please.
He beatboxed, you freestyled, and that's why no girl rubbed up on your dicks that night. But he was like, dude, I was hoping you'd fucking come through. We could do some beatbox freestyling. And I was just having him jokingly say that. Like, I was like, oh man, I should have went just for that fucking 5 minutes of laughter. I should have went for that. So you had to have friends in high school. You were not the only kid in the back of the school smoking cigarettes. Dude, I played football. You
had hell friends then.
No, I had some friends. I had a bunch of teammates that I really couldn't stand because they barely fucking knew how to speak English and read. But a bunch of fucking idiots. During like summer practices, during 2-a-days, in between, I would like stretch, eat my lunch, and like read a book right in my locker. They're like, "What are you reading for?" yeah, there was a lot of that. Do you not like chicks? Why? Because I'm reading? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Were you like the scene in the movie Heathers where they just find the bottle of Perrier and they're like, oh, should have known?
No, because like, dude, my girlfriend in high school had like purple hair and was like really into like punk and ska music. And they're like, she's so fucking weird, dude. Are you like weird like that? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, do you like weird music like that? And I was like, dude, we're going to go see Dropkick Murphys this weekend. And they're just like, it's not even a fucking band, man. You know?
Wait, what year did you graduate? 99 or 98?
2000, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Like that was my technical graduation year, but I graduated in 99. I graduated early so I could join the army.
Service.
Yeah.
So you guys were like new metaled out, huh?
I didn't like new metal. Everybody loved like Korn and Limp Bizkit and whatever the other ones were. Like I like punk music. I like ska music. I like my fucking hair metal. I like my fucking metal. I like.
Did you have Doc Martens?
Grunge. No, dude, I wore Chucks. Like to this day, that's all I wear. I wear Chucks and I wear Vans. That's it. Yes, Nuri.
I wasn't even gonna say it.
Yes, Nuri. I enjoy Stone Temple Pilots.
Why does Nuri hate Stone Temple Pilots so much? Their album number 4 is Nuri. I'm gonna say this true story. I was on tour. I was tour managing a band that listened to music I hated. Breaking Benjamin. Who else is one of those like radio rock? Nickelback.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was tour managing, so I had to drive a lot. So I was like, okay, fair rule, driver picks the music.
I mean, that's a good rule to have.
And so I drove a lot, so I got to play what I wanted. And then for the few times that I didn't drive, they played stuff that I didn't listen to. And one of those things was Stone Temple Pilots. I think the album is 4, right?
Yeah.
With Vaseline and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good record.
Yeah.
And if you don't like their first album because it sounds derivative of Pearl Jam, I get that. Yeah, I get that, right? Sex type thing, I get that.
Oh my God, you guys.
But listen to their other records where they kind of
Songs from a Vatican Gift Shop was fucking phenomenal.
Right, but they developed their own thing.
Yeah, but you also got to realize, okay, I'm going to say this right now. And Jason, I've heard you allude to it in our conversations about music, in which I will freely agree. Mm-hmm. I am a novice compared to you, right? I am. I know little to nothing about the music in the industry the way that you do. But if you want it on the radio, you had to have a sound that, you know, the A&Rs would put out to get you on the fucking radio and spin your records, right? Yeah. That was Purple. And guess what, fuckers? Love the album. Ha ha ha. Don't feel bad about saying it. And guess what? It got played, bitches. It got played, Nuri. And they made millions of dollars from it. Granted, 98% of it went up Scott Weiland's nose or in his veins. That's why he's dead.
Sadly.
All right. But that was the thing. And they did develop their own sound. And a lot of that was because Scott Weiland really didn't like rock music of any genre. He was more of a blues guy. Hence, look at his solo shit. It's bluesy as fuck.
I don't know, man. He was badass with a Velvet Revolver.
Phenomenal. And look at what he did with that. He fucked that band up too.
I liked when their single came out for Slither. I thought it sounded like what they were. Kind of like, what's the other band? That's the other man that has passed away.
Audio Slave, Chris Cornell, and everybody.
Rage. It sounded like what it was. Chris Cornell sings with Rage Against the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't like it, I'm like, well, what did you think it was going to be? Another Soundgarden? Because that's not who he's singing with. He's singing with Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. You think Chris Cornell is going to be Zach De La Rocha? Because he's not. He's Chris fucking Cornell.
Yeah.
I got to see that live.
Oh, dude, Audio Slave was phenomenal live. You know,
that was a badass band. Chris Cornell, man, we lost a hell of a singer, a musical giant.
Yes, we did. Yes.
I was really sad. That dude was way more talented than I thought. And Soundgarden, that's another one of those bands those guys played that I never really listened to. And when you're driving through the vastness that is the United States in a big ass bus towing a trailer, and you're seeing the sunrise on I-70 in Colorado, you're like, this song ain't bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of those songs are for me now, as a person that's out of that age where you're just so judgmental and full of yourself. And you have guilty, like, I don't have a guilty pleasure. I like what I like. If you don't like it, that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I have a 16-year-old daughter, everybody. And on my running playlist, there's a heavy flow of Doja Cat, Olivia Rodrigo. Like, just,
is it really?
Dude, the girliest of girly pop.
And that gets you over the hill?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's weird. It's
really
up-tempo, it's poppy. And you know when you're on like mile 3 and you're just like, I'm too old to be doing this. And then, like, you know, one of those songs comes on, and you're like, all right. And the thing is, my daughter made me a whole ass playlist called the Ironically Girly Dad Pop Playlist. So, you know, like, it's just fun, man. Like, and that's what I look for in music these days. Like, I listen to, like, Soundgarden, STP, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. Like, I listen to that stuff because that's where I really got, like, I cut my teeth, like, coming to enjoy music, right? I got really into punk, which I truly enjoy. White girl music is a staple of your listing playlist, right? Dear Lord, I drive in that. You know what? So it goes. You just go right into Lake Erie. Fuck you. How about that? You know, but like Dropkick Murphy and you know, I love the two Johnnies, you know, MXPX, NoFX.
So that ska shit gets you going.
Love ska music, right?
Once the trombone, that's
right. I'm ready to go at that point.
He's like, oh shit, here we go. Party at Ground Zero. And music's starting. Oh shit, it's a party.
You know,
at
and
Ground
then like, you know, I had the radio punk, you know, the pop punk shit like Blink, Phoenix.
Really?
TX.
Kushlik is watching right now. Kushlik just got he's like, yeah, I'm not alone.
You know, but like, oh, dude, I do enjoy Hall & Oates, Eric. Literally at work when I'm taking pictures of the vehicles, all 80s, all the time, right? Like that's, and I'm talking Jay Giles band. Fuck, what I can't remember her name, but the I don't wanna fall in love.
No,
No,
you were just singing that.
Yeah, You
Oh,
know?
Jane Child.
Yeah,
Desmond
Jane
Child's
Child.
chick. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jane Child. Yeah.
You know, it's just like I have a very weird playlist.
That's a badass song, by the way.
Yeah, dude, it's phenomenal, man.
Thank you, Pastor John. Steely Dan. I was very so Mac texted me this morning. This is probably too much information for you people. And he was running and you hit like 7 miles.
Oh, that was when
that
I
yesterday? That was today.
no, when I took this screenshot, like I did my 3.5 miles this morning, and by 10 o'clock, I had already broke 7 miles between my run and just the walking on the lot I do. I finished up at 13 miles today, and my legs are not happy. But
so as you sent that to me, I was getting ready to go run.
Yeah.
I was literally walking out the door to go run, and I was very close to showing you the beautiful scenery. I was like, this is either going to entice him to come down here or make him hate me.
No. See, the thing is, it's like more and more of the people I'm closest with are like, do you have a passport? And I'm like, dude, I'm paying to get my kids' passports right now.
Okay.
You know, because like we're realizing that we literally just saw the Secretary of Defense tell the senior military leaders, you either get on board or you resign, which if you're not like military or military adjacent, half those people will be forced to retire soon. And then those appointments, you have to realize, are filled by serving service members through congressional appointment. So there's a ton of colonels, which is the rank just under where you become a general, that are just hardcore, like Christian Dominionist Trump dick riders. And he'll start appointing them to those positions, and they'll get through Congress. You know, they'll even the Democrats will fucking vote for him.
Well, that's the thing Kuba was talking about, that Trump was going to try to fill his cabinet with loyalists that probably sign on to a Trump oath that's going to be different than the last time. But,
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, you know, a lot of people are saying they want like physically fit, like physical specimens in uniform. Yeah. They want guys to look good. And for all his talk of like, we need to get back to lethality, which is the whitest thing that has ever come out of a National Guard officer's mouth. These guys look pretty in a uniform. They look great in training, but when they stand toe to toe with like an enemy, they get their face kicked in. Case in point, Russia. Okay. Whether they want to admit it or not, whether you want to fucking, sit here and poo-poo and we can spin this either way, right? And there are issues with the Ukrainian defense elements, but a tiny country compared to Russia, a small standing army compared to Russia. Russia has mandatory conscription. They have a large standing army that is much better equipped, and they literally have failed to knock out Ukraine in this war. That's what happens when you look good on video. That's what happens when you look good marching in a parade. Right? That's what looks good when your defense minister is posting on Twitter about you. But it doesn't look good when you actually have to sit and fucking go toe to toe with somebody else that's shooting back. So they thought it was fucking bad during, Obama put so many rules of engagements on us. We couldn't fight these guys. You know what? I may not have been in favor. Like, you all know my kind of the struggle I have with my service time. But you know what I did is I went over there and I fought people that tried to kill me, and I did the best I could for the Afghans that I was living with and lived amongst. That's not what this new army is going to be about. Like, Hegseth essentially said, we're going to be okay with war crimes, guys. Don't worry about it. Like, hey, you know what? And that army is going to get their shit pushed in. It's going to be like the new fish on the block who ended the first night. That guy from the bottom bunk's going to pull you down. yank down your fucking pants, and he's just gonna make you his bitch. And when you wake up in the morning, he's gonna call you Sandra. You know, that's what it's gonna be like.
So graphic.
Yeah. You know? Tony,
it is a scary time.
Okay,
and
hold on, Tony. Yes, I know warfare has changed drastically. I'm well aware. Trust me. Okay, they learn and adapt, and they may last long, but you know what? They're not going to be able to continue to do is continue forcing large conscription classes directly into frontline units like they're doing now. All right, like Russia's fucking. When you look at the sheer amount of their conscription classes, they're getting smaller and smaller every year. They're literally calling up guys in their 40s to go down and be put in the frontline units. Like, the Russian military isn't the fucking juggernaut everybody thinks it is. It's very well armed. It's well funded. Maybe not on the US level, because nobody funds the military quite like the US. You know, but let's face it, dude, like, they can sit there and try and wear down, but with the way weaponry is now and how creative, especially the Ukrainians, have been in using it, you know, it's kind of like, I don't want to say, there's similarities where between that kind of warfare and World War I, where the battlefield is more to the favor of the people on the defense. You know, we're seeing more and more of that. So, I mean, it'll change tomorrow, because that's what warfare does as we continue to invest in weapons and they get better, you know, until the point where we just have like giant megazords fighting out. You know, each country has one, and, you know, it'll just be giant robots fighting. So, oh, dude, Tony, I couldn't even tell you, man. I'm shocked at the, you know, how sophisticated these drones have got, man. And I'm not talking like the big, you know, the big ones that we have, but just their ability to get like a drone up with some explosives and it takes out whole fucking fields of tanks and shit, man. Like, it's crazy, dude. My bad, Tony. It's just like, it kills me, because like I see this all the time. Like, war's bad. People just need to realize that war sucks. It just is horrible. And I hate that we have like generations of children that are being ground into nothing. But we have leadership who, one, have never served in active ground combat. People are like, well, Hegseth, you know, he got 2 Bronze Stars, and he was a fucking infantry officer that was so bad at his job that he was put in a civil affairs unit. You know what I mean? Like, he never led fucking people into buildings or against bad guys. Like, he passed out soccer balls and shit. And officers always get Bronze Stars. Bronze Stars don't mean shit. Like, at the end of our deployment, Jason, like, the Bronze Star is the 3rd highest award for valor. Dude, our lieutenants would get that just for getting home from a deployment. You know, so like, this is what you can do with your Bronze Star. You know, just fuck that shit. But I digress. Listen to more Olivia Rodrigo, everybody. That's what you need to
ska. Let's listen to ska before we listen to Olivia Rodrigo.
And Doja Cat. Definitely listen to Doja Cat. That girl, if she asked me to, I would let her punch me in the face. That's all I'm saying.
I did drop the 1971 playlist in the chat for you people if you want to listen before the show Saturday, where Conan and I will be talking about the music of the year 1971. Then we go into a special Saturday champagne room where we're actually going to play some of these songs. Again, the music show, I learned about music with you guys as well. It was a fun show because there's a lot of history going on in 1971.
Oh, yeah.
That we're definitely going to cover a little bit in the introduction. And I was not a Carole King fan. I am now.
Dude, isn't that kind of crazy where like somebody, like, you can be like, oh man, I don't listen to that shit. And then like somebody's like, no, listen to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you listen to it. And then you're like, okay, I kind of like that. And you're like, give me another one. Yeah. And they're like, okay, here's 2 more tracks. Give those listen. And then you're like, Ooh, and then you're like, give me one more, and they give you one more track, and then
Dude,
you're hooked. Then you are hooked. You know,
all of these shows, we make a playlist. By we, I mean me, and I try to find every album that was released that year, not full length record, and put a song on it. So 95% of the artists I don't know. I don't know this. People are like, why do you put that song on there? I don't fucking know that. I don't know the hits.
yeah.
I didn't listen to Bruce Springsteen in 82. Give a fuck. But for 71, and this took me 7 hours. There was just a never-ending list of, oh my God, this band. Dolly Parton had like 4 records in 71.
Yeah. Dude, you know who was like that for me though, that I just couldn't stand when I first listened to him, because it's probably because my parent, like my mom and my grandparents played a lot of it, was John Cougar Mellencamp.
Really?
Yeah. And then I listened to his entire first album and I was like, oh dude, I'm sold. I'm the biggest John Cougar Mellencamp fan, or whatever iteration of his name he was going by at the time. You know, I'm the biggest fan. You know, like I love his entire, you know, catalog of songs, you know. And I typically cannot do country music whatsoever. Like if I hear a song with a twang in it, Jason, I'm like, I got cancer in my ears and I'm going to go.
There was a lot of decent country that came out that year. I think Merle Haggard has a record. Willie Nelson has a couple records.
Dude, didn't Chris Christopherson
had a record in 71. Really good. That's really good, Mac. But the big ones, of course, are Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? Sly Stone, There's a Riot Going On. The Stones, Sticky Fingers. Led Zeppelin 4. Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality. Just right there, that's enough. The Who, I think Who's Next is 71.
Yeah, I think so.
With Bob O'Reilly. So there's a lot of really good music in 71. I mean, I could put that. Like we could put the. I'm not going to play anything from.
No, definitely do not. We don't.
David Bowie Changes comes out in 71.
Oh man,
can you see it on the screen? Yeah. I can't read it, but My Old Man, Joni Mitchell from Blue, Maggot Brain by Funkadelic, Fragile by Yes, which has my favorite Yes song, Roundabout. John Lennon, Imagine.
Oh.
The Doors, L.A. Woman. So the last record they're going to do because Jim dies in 71.
Yep.
Alice Coltrane had a couple records. Leonard Cohen's Songs of Love and Hate. Pieces of a Man by Gil Scott-Heron. The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, which is really about consumerism. Electric Warrior by T-Rex with Bang a Gong. This is just a handful, dude.
I know, dude. That's
Tiny Dancer by Elton John.
Okay, first
Across the Water.
I used to hate, this is one of the things I disliked about high school. I have always been an Elton John fan. I don't understand how anybody cannot be an Elton John fan.
Great songwriter.
Right? Phenomenal songwriter, phenomenal performer. I've seen him like 4 times, dude. Right? And like everybody in high school would give me shit all the time about listening. Like we'd be warming up for a game and we had this like fucking this giant boom box, right? So like if you reached certain statistical things, it was the only fun my coach let us have. Like we couldn't even wear gloves, right? In games. He's like, no, we didn't do that when I played for this school, and you're not gonna do it now. And so like we're playing in Northeast Ohio in November. We're like, are you sure we cannot wear gloves? Okay, cool. And so you would just drop a tape in, like if it was your turn. Dude, I had like Tiny Dancer, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and everybody's just like, fucking Elton John, really? To get us ready for this game? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Get you into your Zen place, man. You have to be centered.
I wish I could have been there. You are just a tiny dancer. Don McLean's American Pie.
Ooh.
Right? America, the folk band. So yeah, there's a lot of great music from 71. That
A lot of great music to rock out to, a lot of music to fuck to on this one. So
I'm 18 by Alice Cooper. Right? There's a lot of fun songs on the 71 playlist. So we're gonna go through a lot of these. Hawkwind is Lemmy's first band,
and you really couldn't have a better guest to go over this with either
than Conan.
Yeah.
Well, it's a thing we do together. We weren't able to do it because he's been on tour for a while. He went to Japan, so we had to they needed a US run. So,
oh, I'm a successful musician going overseas to play. You know what, dude? Fuck you. Come to Fayetteville. That's all I'm gonna say.
Come to Fayetteville, motherfucker. You want to
know what?
See how good you are?
You want to play good? You want a venue? I got a fucking wide open parking lot in front of a Best Buy, bitch. Set up. Let's go.
That sounds fun. That sounds like hella fun. Yeah, Dr. Claus says ELP. Yep, Emerson, Lake and Palmer is on this. Johnny Cash, The Man in Black comes out of 71. There's so many good records. There's stuff I couldn't find. There's a lot of reggae that comes out in 71 that I couldn't find. But it's there.
Well, on a similar note, did you see the CEO of Spotify step down today?
Over what?
Just quietly tendered his resignation. I imagine some shit will be coming out soon. You just don't leave a company like Spotify without there being some scuttlebutt.
I wonder what was going on. You know, Spotify, unbeknownst to a lot of people, is so powerful. It's even taken on some of the state socialism, as far as like they have their own Spotify housing and shit over there. It's
oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it's bigger than even I thought it was in reading that book.
Dude, have you seen the shit going on in Brownsville, Texas, where the Gigafactory's at? Oh man,
is that where the well, I'm thinking of the AI thing.
Oh no, Tesla has essentially bought Brownsville.
Do you know where Brownsville is?
I don't know where it's at in relation to like Texas as a state.
It's on the southern eastern border. It's a border town.
Yeah, but it
ain't El Paso.
That's where he set up the Gigafactory.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's got one in Austin too, but that's like the main manufacturing point for like a lot of the shit his companies do right now. And they're like building apartments, but you know, that's just company housing, you know, and like he's bringing all these people to move down there to work.
Into Brownsville?
Yeah, and all the people in Brownsville are like, we're not going to be able to afford to live here soon, you know, like.
Somebody says, "Damn right, it ain't El Paso." Yeah, Brownsville is. Woo. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
it's a border town, and you know, it used to be a very violent place.
Well, not my problem. I don't give a shit.
I'm sure it won't be now, but
not with the Tesla company cops there.
And oh, fuck. Well, that's actually El Paso's the same way. You could do a lot of shit in El Paso and be fine. You go across the border to Juarez, it's a different story.
Oh, dude, listen, man, I watched Sicario.
You're like, I know how this plays out.
Listen, Benicio del Toro, all right, showed me exactly how they get across and move all the product. And Emily Blunt played a good-natured FBI agent, you know.
I told you when we first went, I think I told you this when we first went to Juarez, we were hella scared because we couldn't get a ride over there. We had this booking agent that was like, I got this plan. You guys are gonna play Juarez, it's gonna be great. And so he booked us these shows in El Paso. And so we're kind of afraid to drive into Mexico. We hadn't done it. And so he goes, don't worry, when you get to El Paso, you're going to play a show at this place, and the guy that booked it, he's going to drive you to Juarez the next day. And so we play the show, it does well, the guy pays us, we're all happy, and he goes, we go, so you're driving us to Juarez tomorrow? This is when it was just me and my ex and LaFin, and the guy goes, oh no, I don't go to Juarez, people die there. And so we're like, okay. He goes, Marky's taking you to Juarez. You're gonna and you guys are gonna go stay at Marky's house. You're gonna play this punk rock flea market thing, and you're gonna stay at Marky's house. So we go play the punk rock flea market thing the next day in El Paso. We meet this guy, Marky, nice guy, have a crazy evening at his house that I won't get into now, but it was very, very insane. Very insane. And as we're sitting down to dinner at his house, and his father at the time was losing his eyesight to diabetes. And, you know, we're polite people having dinner with the family. And Marky looks at his father. And Marky's maybe he's like your age.
Okay.
He's a little bit younger than this. He looks at his dad and he goes, Dad, man, these guys want me to take him to Juarez tomorrow. And his dad goes, oh, no. And we're like, what the fuck is wrong with Juarez? And the dad, and he's very calm.
Yeah.
And he's sitting at the head of the table, as a dad would do, as you can imagine, in someone else's house. He goes, do you kids understand what happens there? We're like, what the fuck happened? We honestly don't know. Before we left for this tour, I shit you not, Mac, we were at a friend's house because we were homeless at the time. So we were like either crash with friends or just stay in our van. So we were crashing with some friends, and we were watching a documentary about the cartels. Randomly, we got a phone call from our booking agent. Hey, I got a tour for you guys. This is where you're going to go. And we were literally going to the place where this documentary was about
Jesus
Warren.
Christ, Jason.
So we were like, oh, is it going to be scary? He's like, oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, right, we're listening to the booking.
Did you guys watch that documentary? Way overblown. Okay, don't even sweat
so
that,
we're like, oh, this white guy told us we'll be fine. So we get, who wasn't our booking, we had left our booking agent that I'm with again, TJ. Shout out to TJ, wonderful man. But anyway, so we go, we're in this guy's house, and the dad goes, do you understand that they murder everyone in the club to get to one person? You can't go to Juarez. You guys seem like good people. You can't go to Juarez. And we're like, so we call the booking agent. We're like, look, man, the second guy that you set us up with, his dad just had a come to Jesus talk with us about Juarez.
And literally, Jesus was sitting next to him going, yeah, you can't go there.
You
bro.
guys can't go to Juarez. Like, I wouldn't do it, man.
Jesus is like, I don't even go to Juarez. Okay. Like,
Jesus, they call me all the time. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's violent over there. So
I hit ignore on my cell phone when Juarez is calling. Just
who is it? Oh, voicemail.
like God's like, Jesus, who is it? It's Juarez again. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, Jesus is like this.
No, my brother.
Yeah, just send them a voicemail. Just they're fine. They'll be okay. They knew where they moved.
Yeah, I'll text him later.
Text them. Can you send that custom message that I'm gonna get back to them? I'm in the middle of something. They'll understand. They're Juarezians. They know. So we tell the booking agent, like, dude, we can't get over. No one's going to take us. And he goes through all his, no one can, everyone's saying the same thing, Mac. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Oh, dude, I believe you.
People die there. So we put a post on social media and we say we have to cancel the Juarez show. And all of a sudden, we could put a post of my ex's titty hanging out. No one would comment. But all of a sudden, we said we cancel the Juarez show. And all of a sudden, we get all these comments in Spanish that are not nice. And we're like, we didn't even know you people knew who we were.
You couldn't read them then, but now, if looking back,
yeah, now like, looking back now, it's like, oh wow, that was a whole bunch of pendejos. So a kid responds, hey, you're playing this one club in El Paso in a couple days. And we're like, yeah. He goes, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be doing a photo, taking some pictures of one of the bands there. And I go, hey, are you from Juarez? And the kid was like, yeah, I'm from Juarez. Why aren't you guys coming down here? We're like, we couldn't get a ride. He goes, well, if you guys don't have a lot of stuff, I'll take you. We're like, really? He goes, yeah. Just meet me at the border. Now, Mac, we were living in our car. So our life is in our van because we're fucking living in it.
Yes.
And we go, can you drive our van? And the kid goes, no, I cannot drive that. There's too much stuff in it. Just what instruments do you need? What gear do you need? I can take that over, but all this I can't. We're like, where are we going to leave it? He goes, just leave it right there. On the, like, with all the stuff, he goes, trust me, you're fine. We're like, okay. So we listen to the kid. We put our gear in his car, and we just know everything's going to be gone when we get back. We go to Juarez. Oh, another thing. They had just found a mass grave of a whole bunch of dead women. So it was, all the things that can happen.
Yeah, you watch the documentary, ignore it, go to dinner at a gentleman's house who literally addresses you, son.
Mm-hmm.
If you and your wife would like to continue living, you don't go to Juarez. Right? And you're like, oh, hey, photographer dude, that's going to be at the show in El Paso. I'd love
random person that I don't know.
Yeah.
That I don't fucking know. That kid ended up working for a magazine in Juarez. And he drives us to the show. There was a bunch of people there. It was a great show. We played Juarez a bunch more times. We got good with bands. We would play Mexico City. We toured with them. It was a life-changing experience in that. Yes, there were some scary aspects to some of those trips down there.
Yeah. When the photographer's like, yeah, here's the club, and you're like, there's a whole army out there with a bunch of like trucks, and he's like, don't look at them, and you're just like,
yes. Were you there? The scariest moment, we got to the venue, and there was this crazy brothel across the street from it, and we were just like, that is the most brothely looking brothel I've ever seen. And even the kid was like laughing, and he was saying things to us. Like, he goes, it's so much better here now. We're like, oh, that's good. He goes, yeah, you don't really see like the people putting the heads on the stakes and stuff anymore.
There's only 62 deaths a week now.
Yeah, it was, like, they were like, what? So we're freaked. I'm freaked out.
Jason's like, wait, 62? What was it before? Oh, dude. 1,000, 1,100, easy.
Like, yeah, you don't want to know before. It was like a lot of so my ex went to the bathroom, and the kid, he was talking with some of his friends, and he looks over at me, and because he doesn't see her next to me, he goes, Jason, where's Cindy? I was like, she went to the bathroom. He goes, go check. Like, I should check to see if she's still there. I was so terrified, Mac. I was like, that's the thing you say to people?
Jason's sitting there like, he's like, where else could she be? And he like points to the brothel. He's
like, it doesn't take long, man.
She's not going to be a client, bro. You might want to go check that ladies' room.
But it was fine. It was the show was it was
fine.
Everything. Look, Juarez is I haven't been back, sadly. I haven't been back to Mexico City either. But
Jason's like, it was great. I mean, I woke up constipated. I shit out about 3 pounds of cocaine. Gave us enough product to sell that we didn't have to live in the van anymore after that.
We did move out of the van after that. It wasn't like it was that much. We went from the van to the warehouse, so it's like, it's just a bigger van.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wheels on this one, but like, we can get a couch in here now.
It was because I did that so much and played there so much when it was a quote unquote scary place. I had never been to this part of Mexico, which is not a scary place, but it does have some scary parts.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
Everywhere has a scary part.
Yeah, and like, it's sad that people like to paint the entire country of Mexico, which has, like, I don't even know how many. What is it? 500 million? Or what's the population in the country?
65, I think.
Oh, 65. Okay, so I'm way overshot there. Sorry, everybody. But there's 65 million people in Mexico, and they're like all like skittish, scared white people want to do is say, "But look at Juarez," Like,
oh no, you're closer. 130.
Okay.
So, 130.
you know, but like Mexico is a huge country. It's big, you know, like
it's sparsely populated, a lot of it. That's why I think it gets scary to people. And then, of course, in the West, all you hear is the news of drugs cartels and quote unquote political corruption. So I think people think that's just how the country runs. It's a little different.
Cool. But let's face it, during the 80s, when we were using more blow than the rest of the world combined, it wasn't coming up through Mexico. It was being flown in on private planes from Colombia. Fucking calm your tits, bro.
People really want to believe. Was it you or Marcus that was telling me, oh, soldiers bring tons of that shit in San Diego?
Yes. SF dudes in 7th group, which guess where their area of specialty is? South America. Special Forces doesn't go through customs. They just load up military aircraft and bring the shit in.
That's what Marcus was telling me.
Yes.
Like, dude, those people get busted all the time.
Dude, SF, the whole Fort Bragg cartel thing was about drug running by special operations people. You know, like.
But I was comfortable living here because I was like, I've seen the bad part of the country. Yeah. So how bad could this be? And I didn't know any. Dude, I'm so stupid. I didn't know anything about cities like where I live, and I fucking love it here. I'm not going back. And people always ask me like, when are you going back to the States? I was like, I'm not. Why would I? I'm not paying $50 for a taco. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'll pay my 38 cents for a delicious taco and my $20 excursions out to the all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouse.
They are $20.
You know,
when I go to the States, I feel like such a broke piece of shit, though.
Dude, I get it, man. I live and work here, and like my son was like, "Hey, Dad, I want to go do something with my friends. Could I get some money?" And it's like it's end of the month, dude, and I'm just like, "Fuck." So my homeboy, he's like, "Hey, man, I need help moving a gun safe, and you know these things weigh." Like
a ton, yeah,
500-600 pounds. So we get like a special dolly. We have to get a hoist to get it in the back of his truck, you know, like, and he's like, "I'll give you $100 to help me." I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So, and he has everything we needed. Took about an hour, and I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to give me $100." He's like, "Nah, dude, it's fine." And so, dude, I immediately like hit the bank, and I'm like, "Can you break this into 520s?" They're like, "Why don't you just go to a gas station?" I'm like, "Yeah, go to a gas station with $100." They're gonna be like, "Dude, we don't even have 20s to give you change."
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna give you fake 20s back.
Yeah, you know,
we're gonna give you all the fake 20s we got.
So like, my son's like, I hadn't called him back to let him know, "Hey, I'm coming with the money," you know, and I show up like 20 minutes before he was getting ready to head out, and I'm like, "I got your 20, man," and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, thanks, Dad." Da, da, da. And his mom looks at me and is like, "Please tell me you didn't like become a man whore." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I probably wouldn't have made this much money being a man whore," you know? So, but like, you know how it is, man. End of the month, when you have like a regular job, you have nothing, you know? Like, it's like, I paid my bills. I bought some food.
It's worse with this shit because you only get paid like twice.
I get paid weekly now.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, so that is nice, but like all my bills hit like at the very beginning of the month. And then after that, it's just kind of like keeping afloat until the next one comes. Like this month, because I live in North Carolina, every year I have to pay tax on my car. So I got to pay $210, you know, and it's just like, ugh, fuck this country, man. Fuck this state. And you know what else? Fuck the Dodgers. Okay. Fuck the Dodgers. It's no fair that they can continue to draft and develop talent and then be like, "You know what I need? A guy who mashes 45 home runs and has a fucking sub-3 ERA. You know what? That's what I need. Hey, Shohei, come on over. Come to the real LA team."
Did the Dodgers win?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I'm scared to look.
I've been enjoying our witty repartee.
Look, man, I'm still trying to get you to come down here. I will show you this.
Dude, I have to have cash to get down there, man. I'm saving it because when I get down there, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to eat
Oh, I thought you were going to do something. I'm all waiting for you to say this. She's like, I don't hear.
No, man. I'm going to eat my $1 tacos. I'm going to go to the eat $20 Brazilian steakhouse. I'm going to go drink coffee down at the witchy coffee shop. You're going to take me to like all the rad spots to listen to live music.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back with like 50 t-shirts from bands that I've only seen play like for 6 minutes, but I got to support them because it was, 21 pesos for a t-shirt, like, fuck, let's go.
I have a sign from our first show in Mexico. It fell, but it's in my room. I can read it now, but it was 100 pesos. So we were selling our shirts for $5.
Hey, man.
But we had all those pesos. We went to the bank. We were so stoked because we had like this box.
You had like a bag
money.
full of pesos, and they hand you like $100.
The bank, like, all right, how much do we get? They're like, that is $54.73. There you go.
Jason's basis is like fucking exchange rate.
It was just me and the girl and the ex.
Oh, it's just you and your wife.
We were laughing our asses because our buddy, the guy that it was the second time we went there. And did I tell you this story? Okay, I'll tell you the story.
Hold on, Prester John sent Jason to Thailand so he can start a puppy mill of Tiger Woods's. Jason plus Thai chicks equals golfing super children.
First of all my Filipino children are just fine.
Do they play golf?
No.
See,
no,
you were
I don't even want to get into golf. And
you were sitting on a gold mine and you let the opportunity pass.
They do not play golf. I think they know how because their stepfather plays golf, but they do not play golf. The boys, the older boys. True story. Second time I go to Juarez, the dude drops us off. Same deal happens. We leave our van, he drops us off, and same thing. Chickie goes to the bathroom. And there's a guy behind the bar and he's cutting a cake. And I'm like, he speaks no English. So there's a lot of miming, right?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that cake? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, can I have some? He's like, looks around, which is weird because who looks around when they're cutting a cake? And he cuts the cake and he gives it to me. I'm like, this cake smells weird. And I take a bite out of it. I'm like, got a real earthy taste. What is in this? And he looks at me, and in my mind, it was like a cartoon, and the whole room got dark, and then his eyes turned red like Jafar. And he went, Mediwada. And I went, and I start spitting the cake out.
Jason's just baked from the one little bite he has. Just sitting there like, His wife comes from the bathroom and she's like, "What did you do? Drink bong water?" Just,
Mac, I'm like, oh. And I'm like, it's got mushroom frosting and the cocaine insides. The dude is looking at me like, why would you waste all these drugs?
I was nice enough to cut you a piece of this drug cake, and this is the things you give me.
Like, why would you treat the drug cake this? But it was like a cake. It was a regular cake. I spit out, and I'm terrified, Mac. I'm asking for water, and the guy is scared too. He's like, "Is this dude? I think he's started."
Drea brings up a good point. Seriously, Jason, how are you alive?
I run to go find my ex, who was a massive pothead. I think she still is. I'm like, Chickie, I just ate the cake, and she's like, okay. And I'm like,
she's just thinking it's a cake.
So also when our boy dropped us off, this is one of the few times he was like, okay, stay here. Don't leave. Don't go outside. Just stay here. Right? when you get these specific instructions, your scary American brain is like, because scary shit's going on outside.
Yeah. I'm in Juarez again.
Yeah. So I'm all panicked and I'm sweating like a fucking hooker in a confessional.
I spit out the pot cake and now the cartels are coming after me.
Yeah, are the walls closing in? So she sees me. And so I tell her that I'm eating this cake with weed in it. And she's like, well, where the fuck is it at? This shit sounds awesome. So she can't stop laughing. She's got tears coming out of her eyes because she thinks, she's like, oh, you look high. Like doing that kind of shit with me. She's like, do you see a trail with my finger?
Jason starts believing it though. She's like, oh
Yeah.
God, I'm so stoned.
Make it stop. How do you make the trip stop?
I'm sweating. I'm hot everywhere, but I'm cold in my balls. I don't know what's going on.
She was so yeah. Maybe if we have a moment to look back on and be like, that was fun. So we were playing with another band that was really cool. I can't remember their name. They're like a punk band. And we played first, and there's hella people.
Hold on.
And it's
Perry said, first off, super chatted $10. The fact that Jason has not lost any organs in Mexico is kind of incredible at this point. Not many people use their luck for basic survival. Most of us have instincts.
No, totally.
Jason in his 40s has just lucked from horrible experience to horrible experience, but it hasn't been bad for him. But when he leaves, it's like the building falls in on itself. The cartels opened fire, but he's like walking away like
everybody got massacred in the cartel killing. So here's where it gets scary. Right before we get ready to play, everybody's there now. The people have come. The place had an upstairs. The upstairs is packed. Everybody's there. And we hear a loud Harley. I'm like, that's a weird sound. And a dude walks in that's affiliated. He's got his fucking gang jacket on. And everybody in the whole spot goes, oh, fuck. Like you look out because you can see everybody from the stage. You're like, oh, shit. And he walks over to our boy who's running our little merch area. And he walks over and he goes, who is this? And our boy goes, oh, this is Le Fin Absolute du Monde from America. And he goes, is it any good? And as he said that, and I didn't know this, he told us this afterwards. We all watch him walk, and you watch everybody go, oh, fuck. So I turned my back, and I'm like, well, let's just make sure everything's on. I turned my amp on. I hit a chord. I guess the guy was asking, are they any good? And I hit burn. And the guy was like, oh, this is cool. And
he comes up, he's like, you play now.
Yeah. He's like, this is cool. So we go into our thing, right? I forget how we opened, but it was a pretty dramatic and heavy thing that we were doing. And the dude looked over and bought a shirt. And then he stayed for a couple more songs. Like, this is good. And then he left. Yeah. And then everybody was like,
end of the show, he was waiting for Jason's buddy. And he's like, instead of half, I'll take 40%. Let's go.
No, the dude, he heard there was a show. He pulled up. He liked what he heard, and he bounced. Our boy at the end of the night, he was like, holy shit. It's like, did you see the guy that just came in here? Like, oh my God.
Dude, Bad Lefty said Jason is the Forrest Gump of Mexico.
Like, that was one of those moments you're like, man, we better be good.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're losing a hand.
Yeah, like, oh, we got to kill this dude. But no, like Mexico, I've always had a good time. So moving here was like, oh, this will be fine. I already saw the crazy shit.
It would have been funny if like Jason moves to Bolivia and everybody just hates him, you know? We're recording, you just hear thumping on the walls, and they're like, "Shut up, gringo!" You're just like, "God damn!"
Jason is leasing his spleen. No, man, you don't have to sell an organ
No,
if you're just nice.
What Jason does is sell his seed. He's knocking up all those women all over Mexico. He's already got 14 kids. What's another 14, you know?
One good thing about here is I guess they were handing out hysterectomies like Halloween candy a few years ago.
They had a special at the clinic down the
Yeah, they were like, you're fine, but we can just take the whole works out for you. Guys can just right in there and you'll be fine.
Yeah, so you want the BBL and hysterectomy package. Okay, got it. Yeah.
How many? Is this for real? They're like, oh, yeah, just go ahead and write in there. It's fine. Totally fine. The works are gone, man. You're good.
Jason's balls are on loan at the National Museum. Jason's impregnated so many Mexican women. They made a bronze casting of his testicles.
That's the thing. You don't, because they're like, oh no. I'm like, are you sure you're just not saying that because there's some kind of trap? They're like, oh no, trust me. No.
I've already got 4 kids. I don't need another one.
Yeah, they're like, no, really, I can't. You can try all you want. Go ahead, try. As a matter of fact, try right now.
Yeah, you just get right up in there, buddy.
As deep as you can get.
You're like, listen, I haven't blown a load in 3 days. She's like, go ahead, drown me.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Maybe I'll feel it.
Maybe I'll get some out of it this time. And you're like, what? Nothing.
Anybody that just randomly turned on this show, they're like, oh, these guys are horrible.
These are awful people. When actually we are great. We're phenomenal. Just real salt of the earth, folks.
Sometimes you just meet a lot of people that happen to get the package deal.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Bro, I got to go in 10 minutes, but I got to tell you this, man. So, another bonus. Listen, you said you couldn't feel anything last time. I've been doing my Kegels. I'm running. I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to waste one of the ones I got on the wall. Okay. But so my buddy just came back to brag. And he's like, hey, man, are you still around? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, I don't know anybody. I don't have a lot of friends. You want to go grab a beer? And I'm like, sure. And dude, he's super fit, right? He's 39. But the dude walks around at 6 or 7% body fat. He's just yoked and has an 8-pack, you know? And he's like, yeah, man, you know, you look like you lost some weight. It's good that you're not a fat ass anymore. And I'm like, oh, thanks. It's great to see you, you know? But so we're just sitting there bullshitting and you know, I've got the gray in the beard. He's got a full head of hair and his shit's mostly gray now. And this group of 3 women, dude, Jason, they had to be 21, 22, 23, the youngest shit. And they're we're at this table and they came up and they're like, hey, do you mind if we sit with you? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. And Andy and I are just sitting there bullshitting. 2 of the girls were like, hey, we're going to go get another drink. Could we get you guys one? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll take another one. So I was like, I'm drinking Guinness and Andy's drinking Smittix. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll get this one. So they go in, they grab the drink. And the girl that was still sitting there is just kind of messing with her beer, her beer. And she's peeling the label. And she's like, you know, I have a breeding kink. And Andy and I both looked at each other. And we went to the inside bar, closed out, and left.
What is that?
Apparently,
what's a breeding kink?
Apparently, it's where women with this kink enjoy having men just shoot loads in them.
Uh-huh. And have a child afterwards?
Or not.
Or not.
They just having it in their guts.
I'm not trying to play that game of roulette.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like I said, he and I, because there's a bar on this side and a bar on this side. We go to the bar on this side, opposite of where her friends went. Close our tab and then we leave. Yeah, I felt Zahir, you're not wrong.
What's wrong with the kiss?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this for these younger folks. Like everybody complains about like the Gen Z stare, which is a thing, and I've just kind of learned.
Gen Z. Show me.
No, it's where like you're talking to them, they just kind of.
Oh, like a normal person? Or?
But like they don't say anything. There's no facial recognition.
Okay.
Right?
I never heard that. Interesting.
It's just like a thing. But younger people are also like, I get it. They're drinking less. They're having sex less. Like, you know, and I understand the whys behind that. But like when they actually do want to fuck, they're just out with it. Like no playful banter, no, you know, like it's just like, yeah. So I'm like, I totally go down on you while your friend was fucking me, and you're just sitting there like, what? You know?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, we just met.
Yeah. Dude, it's literally when I went to Barcelona, that's how a lot of women were with the dude, like me, like because I went with a group of soldiers and like, you know, we're there for 2 weeks. And like, you know, we stick out like a sore thumb. They know we're Americans, but like
sideburns.
Sideburns in the hair, right?
Sideburns.
And my really bad like deployment tan, you know, where like my face is tan, the back of my neck, like from here down on my arms. But like they would just come up and be like, you know, like have a drink and be like, hey, do you want to get out of here? Like right now? And just like, yeah, you know, like twist my arm, you know,
just do it right here on the street.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
That's
but like,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just not prepared for that kind of like, let's fucking do this, man. That's called a freedom tan. But like, I just was not prepped for that, Jason. I was not prepped.
I would have to look that person in the eye and be like, look, ma'am, I need you to understand a few things. I'm older. I have attachment issues. And let's just say for shits and giggles, you do something to me that hasn't been done in a long time or ever. Let's say you just all of a sudden get under my balls and
yeah,
stroke me off at the same time, and I'm like seeing angels and dead relatives.
Yeah, like
if that happens, I'm gonna fall in love, and it's not gonna be a one-time thing for me.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna need that multiple times a week.
Yeah. I don't know how to just make this an even Steven one time and done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to see you again. I'm probably gonna do weird things to you. So, you know.
Dude, it's happened to me before where I just looked at her and I just go, who hurt you? Like, I didn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm not.
And sometimes they come forward. Do they ever come forward with their dad? Like, I have dad issues.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
Yeah, I'm really into older guys because I have dad issues. Oh, I don't. No, thank you. I'm glad you find me attractive. But no, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to. None of that sounds like, maybe it sounds hot to some dude that really is an unrepentant piece of shit that probably is going to fuck a younger person. But like, look, man, I'm real simple and stupid. And
dude, MT said Jason meets a weird kink with fatherly advice.
I want to crack your ass open like a coconut and bury my head in it like a fucking ostrich. What you need is a hug.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that your family let you down, but you can't go around eating old guys' asses like this.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's not good for you.
Sweetheart one, that's how you get pink eye.
Ma'am, don't go around eating all these old guys' asses because they're going to fall in love with you. And it's going to get weird. It's going to get weird real quick. You're not just going to eat their ass and they're going to walk away. You think their 40-year-old wife is eating an ass?
No.
No.
It's like, sweetheart, have you thought about how he's going to enjoy you just cracking that ass open and getting in there.
Oh yeah.
And then you start dating and you're at your family reunion introducing Brad, your 43-year-old boyfriend, when you're 22.
Do you understand that by you eating his ass is going to cause him to watch so many foreign films and cry? Do you understand by you eating his ass?
He's going to watch Love Island with you.
He's gonna He's not just gonna pay your fucking car note, lady. He's gonna change his whole wardrobe. You think he's watching football on Sunday? He's eating brunch with you at some place he can't pronounce. You eat his ass like that.
That's right. He's gonna pick up a taste for avocado.
Oh my God.
Oh, you think you're gonna have enough Prosecco and OJ for mimosas for you and your mom? You're gonna have to double up because he's there drinking them with you.
Have you ever seen a man giggle uncontrollably while watching the bird cage? Eat his ass. Eat his ass.
Oh, you thought you were going to watch Reels in peace? No, he's going to be over your shoulder laughing with you.
What are you watching?
Yep.
Oh my God. You eat that man's ass, he will lay on the bed like an MMA fighter or a baby getting his diaper changed. Either way, he's ready.
Tony just said, if ass eating is the new third base, I'm afraid of what first base is. Drowning in the shower? Someone asked Jason.
Don't go around eating people's asses.
Like, and see, here's the thing. Like, I appreciate honesty. Like, I would rather you be blunt and be like, yo, Mac, I hate you. Yo, Mac, you're all right. You know, just be out with it. But like when we've been hanging out for 90 minutes, I don't need to hear that you have a breeding kink. Like that's maybe you and I have that discussion over coffee in a week or so, right? Yeah. 90 minutes? No.
And the thing is, like, you're trying to sound like, oh, I have a breed. Like that doesn't, you know what? That doesn't sound hot to me, ma'am.
No, I have 2 teenagers. I don't want any more.
Yeah, that none of anything you're saying, like your vagina works and it works well. It's all work. It's in great order.
I'm protected because I got a vasectomy, man.
Oh, okay. So you're just blasting all over the place.
No.
You're like the fucking, remember that toy? It was a water hose.
It's all over the ceilings. Oh. Mac just wasted 3 boners to get it up there.
Burry says, I'm sending an I am to Majority Report tomorrow with Jason's tales about sex and life. Emma will be confused as fuck. Dude, if you do that, I'm going to watch the Majority Report tomorrow. Oh my God. It's going
to be funny. Like he calls in. They're like, so we have a caller. Hey, what's your name, caller? Prairie. You know that guy, Jason Miles? Oh, yeah, we know about Jason. Oh, dude, he's a fucking pervert. you should hear about the shit he talks about on his sports show.
Yeah, sport. The ass eating these old men.
Apparently, 40-year-old plus men love having their asses eaten. Can you believe it? It'd be funny if Emma's just like, well, I mean, there's some truth to it. You know?
That man is not afraid to stick his head anywhere. Like, sir, you can't go. Just, you know what old dudes do too? There's young women, all these like reels talking about, oh, you guys got to get your old man because they fucking eat all the pussy. They eat so much pussy. They put a bib on and just can't wait to fucking eat pussy. They got to take a break. They eat so much pussy. You got to save that shit for when you know it's for real.
Zahir just said ass eating is just big bidet propaganda. We have the best fans on the internet.
Comment of the day. Don't Mac, I know you feel me on this.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that it's like, that's weird that you want everyone to fucking blast in you.
Yeah.
But second of all, why do I want to follow in that fucking blast brigade?
Yeah. Why do I want to go where many men have went before?
I mean, look, I know that if I'm having sex with someone that's my age, I'm not the first
they've
or
done
the
some
12th.
fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm doing it, because she's been around some dicks. But when you're like, come on, man, everyone's blasting in there, it just seems unsafe.
Yeah.
And like I'm worried for you. Like Tucson said,
have you been tested lately?
Are
Like,
you wearing like a Gallagher kind of tarp? Like, what are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Are you like in one of those latex suits? Like, what's the? Yep. Well, the people have spoken, Jason.
Don says she's talking my favorite subject.
Ass eating. Yeah. You know, I just, again, the 90-minute mark is not where you drop a bomb like that, right? That is not.
Fuck. What if they're on crap? You look at your friend and go, it's not safe. Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad that Andy is an adult and he was just like, no, we got to get the fuck out of here. We cannot mess with this. And then we went to another bar. Well, I assume she takes a shower at least. Yeah.
Did it get worse at the other bar? What were you wearing? Were you wearing the deep V?
No.
Did you have the trap showing? You were like, I've been hitting the traps.
No, I had a Less Than Jake shirt on, my checkered Vans, and I cut off some old BDU pants into shorts. So that's what I was wearing.
Nick says, is this love bombing? Nick, if somebody eats your ass on the first date, stay away. Your car's about to get keyed.
Bro, Nick, if you get your ass eaten on the same day, the first day, that is the equivalent of like the bomb being dropped on Hiroshima, right?
Oh.
That's beyond love bombing, dude. That's love nuking.
Dude, it's not if it's a pro and they put you in a position that you've never been put in, like you feel you're doing MMA all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker starts tickling your taint with their tongue.
Yeah, you're like, why are you in my guard? Oh my gosh, you know. Like,
oh, and you get to and they're like, calm down. What? You're in trouble, dude. You tense up on that shit, you're in trouble. Trouble.
Jason hears about the breeding kink and turns into a gynecologist on the spot.
Mac was showing his deltoids. See my deltoids?
No. See, I'm not that dude because, like, I'm still trying to burn off my belly.
Splitting.
You know, she'll be splitting. Oh, dude, McRubs, just considered your defense already split from the jump.
If you are on your belly and this chick has you grabbing your ankles like you're in a yoga pose, it's a wrap for you, dude.
If you find yourself in downward facing dog with no shorts on, you're about to blow a load in your own face.
You are about to. You are about to see Krishna. You are about to see Muhammad.
You're gonna meet Jehovah.
You're gonna go to church on Sunday.
You're gonna find yourself not believing in holidays anymore.
You're gonna be yelling at your mom. Fuck you, mom. You don't understand why Jennifer here. She loves me. Jennifer smells and she keeps smoking in the house. Fucking love her, mom. What the fuck? She's Jennifer. You don't know her like I know her.
Derek, you're 38 and she's 20.
And then his dad walks over. Nick, did you get the downward dog on this one? Because you're kind of acting like you've been downward dogged.
She's been nose deep in your butthole, hasn't she?
And the dad just like,
I miss those days.
I never had this talk with you because I didn't think you too would fall victim. Poor kid's never watching the show again. Never, ever let a girl downward dog you.
He's like, Albany High, fuck you, Jason.
He's not a real cougar. Come on, Jennifer.
Can you get in downward facing dog this time? No.
Not again. That's all that sets you up for the pegging, man. We're gonna try something different tonight. Why did your voice get deep?
It's like the scene from Deadpool where they're like, having sex to themed holidays, and Morena Baccarin, you see her tighten a strap, and she leans over the back of Deadpool, and she's like, "Happy International Women's Day," and she like bites his ear, and then you just see him go, "No, no."
Double the nut load. Don't let anyone do that to you within the first conversation.
No, that is a like I said, a week or two later over coffee, it's just it's not where you want to be when Jesus comes. It's not an icebreaker, right? Like, it's not, oh, you bring the breeder kink woman home and meet the folks, and she's also open about her kink to your father.
That's not, you never want your chick you bring her to meet your parents. She's like, yeah, your dad's kind of hot. I'm sorry.
Wait, excuse me? Or like you're just sitting there eating, and she goes, like she leans over to you like she's your buddy. She goes, your dad could totally get it.
That used to happen to me as a young person.
Drea said the breeder kink conversation should not come up in any conversation.
No, again, Drea, you know why you say that, Drea? Because you're a grown-ass woman. And you're not, and you're like, hey, look, we're just meeting each other. We can't talk about all this sex stuff right away. Maybe you get some pussy later, maybe, but it's going to be regular ass pussy. Nothing crazy. Maybe 2 positions, but most likely 1. And then we'll go about our day.
Yeah.
Right? Then we'll have awkward conversations after that until we figure out if we're going to do awkward sex again. And eventually, I'll bend you over like a pretzel and downward dog you.
Nick said the breeder kink woman will be on the 10-25 episode of Majority Report.
Like, there's stages to this shit, right? Because also, too, if you've cracked me on the first night, what happens on night 2? Now I gotta fuck one of your friends.
Or it's like the post-nut clarity hits.
Oh, yeah.
And like you go for a drink of water or something, and you're like, what is like day 2 or 3 going to be? What do I have upcoming next?
Yeah.
She like ate my ass like it was a pie eating contest. What is coming next? Like, oh, MT, I hope that wasn't the intent, man, because that was not going to happen.
Trying to roofie, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I just get passed around like a blunt. I'm like, why are you doing this?
like seriously, Mac, if someone cracks you like that, like fucking like, you don't, because first of all, I'm not super comfy with that shit too, especially if we just met. That means I've been like hanging out all day.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm at a bar and I'm in North Carolina. It's 85 degrees and it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm sitting outside. Like,
don't fucking sneak up on me with the buddy like that. I'm not prepared.
Yeah, like the only way I'm doing this is if I took like a long hot shower and like scoured myself,
Right, because I don't want you to fucking do that and then call your friends later like, that motherfucking dirty booty little boy.
Oh yeah. Fucking nasty
Motherfucker had a ring around his shit, looking like he was fucking a pudding pop. Like, no. Like, I need to something.
I feel like my head I have to be in a good headspace to have that conversation.
Gotta be in a good headspace.
Right?
Gotta be in a good place.
Yeah. Like I can't be hungover the next day where you drop in like I really listen, I just need you to blow it up in my guts and then I eat your butthole. Like I'm gonna be like, what? How hot is too hot for getting cracked asking for a friend?
Okay, Drea says I'm not doing anything to anyone's ass. I don't care how long I've known him. Drea, what if you meet Mr. fucking Right? He is finally the nice guy you've always wanted. He's opening doors. You guys, you go to no, Drea, I got it. Don't no, and he's like giving shit to your kids. And your kid's like, Mom, this guy's not an asshole like the last one. Everybody's fucking happy. Your cats like him. He doesn't mind your cats. Your dog farts and he thinks it's cute. Like, he's just fucking wonderful. And let's just say, and you guys finally start doing it. And then like the fourth time, he cracks you. You pow, pew, gets in there. He's in there. And you're like, oh. Right?
Jason, don't ever go. Don't do that again.
And you're like, and then he's like he's like rubbing your, so you're calm, and he's eating everything from back there. Everything is getting eaten. Then he's like, hey, you want to return that favor? You want to do a little?
You want to crack me open like that?
Dre's like, nope.
You know what? I appreciate Drea for sticking to her guns. That's what I do. I can't believe this has been something we've been talking about for like 30 minutes.
That's fair, Drea. That's fair.
Absolutely like
That's
bonkers.
Fair. And don't ever feel obligated to eat anyone's ass.
Well, I mean, I think that goes without saying. Ass eating should be between two consenting adults. And if that's something they're into, I don't think butt stuff should be like everybody's thing.
Everybody doesn't want butt stuff.
And Virtuoso said this show should have ended years ago. I swear to God. But Virtuoso, what does it say about you that you keep coming back?
Mac, I'm going to call this show. Not everybody wants butt stuff.
And the thing is, people are going to sit through us talking baseball and football and like looking at jerseys. So we went full like fashionista for like an hour, and they're gonna be like, "Where's the butt stuff?" And then like at the very end, there's all the butt stuff, and
I'll even write you butt stuff to the last hour of the show is all butt stuff,
just straight butt stuff.
And it's okay. Not everybody wants butt stuff, but that's why you don't just fucking dive in.
Yeah, like. Call me old-fashioned. Maybe I want to be romanced a bit. I want to be wooed.
Thank you. Can you make me feel special first?
Yeah.
Not like any other guy that got cracked here the other night?
Yeah. Not like every other guy who's blown a gallon into you.
Exactly. Like, oh, you don't want to be number 47 in the world's biggest gangbang? Nope.
No.
No.
When you're deployed, you have a lot of stupid conversations, and that was one of them. Like, would you guys ever be in like one of those like giant gangbangs? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Clean shitter. Like,
That's right, Red. You have to woo me before you can crack me, okay?
you gotta fucking woo me before you can make me feel. Everybody wants to feel special.
Yes. And I don't think that's too much to ask.
Is that too much? Look, we are two men saying, just, if we're going to do this,
Maybe
you
you tell me I look nice.
Oh, that gets you pretty far.
Maybe you tell me you like my cologne. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you ask me how my day was and how you can make it better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
These are the ways to crack Mac. To have Mac grabbing both of his toes in the happy baby pose.
Prairie Fire said, I think you can woo Mac if you pay for his Hulu Plus subscription for about 6 months. If you cover 6 months with no ads, we can talk.
Would you? Okay, here's the $1 million question, and I will be frighteningly honest with this. Would you shave from the balls to the bing bong?
Well, I mean, I keep it trimmed anyway.
But would you shave the whole woohoo?
Like the whole area? Dude, I don't know if I could pull that off. I mean, who's
Would
really
you be scared? Would you be scared? Would you?
I mean, I don't know how one like
That sounds fishy. Deforestation is a crime. Sandpaper state
on the taint sounds real scary. It really does. Like, and the thing is, it's like I had a buddy of mine that I met in the army that was an Abercrombie model before he joined.
Oh shit!
So he was slick all the time, everywhere. And he's like, "Yeah, man. Like, I pay like $200 a month to get waxed and stay waxed." And I was like, "That's a lot of money."
A lot of money.
And he's just like, "Yeah." It was kind of uncomfortable at first. I was like, "When did you start being an Abercrombie model?" And dude, he started when he was 14, and they were paying for all his shit then.
They did get in some trouble with some weird shit. Yeah.
But he's like, "Yeah, like, but after years of getting like my balls and my taint wax, like it's not a big deal anymore." I'm just like,
like, whoa. But would you look? I'm not gonna lie. I recently went out.
Did you get waxed on your taint?
I didn't get waxed. So that I'm not at that comfort level where I want a stranger that might see me and get in the neighborhood to see my asshole.
That's, you know what? That's solid. I get it. Because like you like go down to like the waxing place, and you're like, say you go to get groceries and you're like walking up to your door and you're gonna unlock it. You look to your left and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, like that's the lady that just waxed my asshole.
Like she saw everything. And
she said it was cute, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. She said it really did remind her of a balloon knot.
Like, I don't. I'm sure it's affordable. I just don't want to do it. And I feel weird. I'd be like, do I have to spread them? Does she spread them? Is there another person that spreads them? Like,
is there a waxing assistant in all this?
Yeah, like, I don't want her to fucking have like, we're gonna need to back up.
She like pulls out a radio. She's like, we're gonna need more wax. Like,
I need more wax stat. I need to help her stat. I got my back waxed when I was in my 20s. It took that woman like an hour and a half, and it looked like she like shaved a carpet. So I'll use the clippers and I'll get in the no zone. And
I think it's important. Like, one, I live in the American Southeast, so like I keep it trimmed to help like with just sweat, but like maybe a woman is going to see that area and I want it to be neat and kempt.
Rectal film. Spreading gifts. Spreading gifts. But that look,
Red said, "Hey, if I'm paying, then I should not have to spread them. That should be included in the cost, in my opinion."
is it a machine though? Like, is it like they put that shit in and they
Jason, it's just like your motion. She just gets in there like this. And then her friend comes up and puts the wax strip on.
Nah, dude. I need like candles. I need a lot of things to happen if someone's going to put a wax strip in the most sacred of holes.
That's just like a really sensitive area, man.
It's like it's not like a cactus. They put you in the jungle chair. That's what I'm saying. Jason's ass is all light skin. Good credit. But I'm not afraid to take I have these clippers. I got them from Temu.
Dude, you cannot trust Temu products near your...
Look, my balls are kind of nicked up a little bit.
I was going to say, you don't use Temu on your bait and tackle.
My balls have a very weathered look.
Jason's balls look like they've been out at sea for 9 months.
My balls can tell you a story or two.
Jason's balls look like they were on the Nina with fucking Christopher Columbus.
My balls looks like the end of Rocky IV, dude. There's so many fucking scars and blood in that shit, but it's a close shave, and I want to show them to the world. I'm like, look at these nuts.
Jason's balls look like Apollo Creed at the end of
Rocky. Throw the goddamn towel.
Jason's balls have PTSD.
Temu and balls mix like oil and water. Bro.
MT said Jason loves Temu because he doesn't have to pay tariffs.
But Mac, what makes these clippers special is that they're designed to shave your back. So they have this long handle, right? So you can like and just get the whole, you can mow the whole yard, brother. You can. Now it looks like I shaved a small animal when I'm done.
That's why you have to maintain it.
But no, I'd wait until someone is goofy enough to want to go out with me.
So much easier, man. Because then, like, I know how fastidious and neat you are. Jason's balls look like Dusty Rose's forehead. Here, I'll do you one better, Base. Jason's balls look like New Jack's forehead.
My God.
Drea said, Jason, just get a girlfriend already.
Look, man, I feel so confident that if crazy shit was about to happen, we're having a great conversation, we have a beautiful moonlit walk or some shit. It's like, hey, you fucking want to get cracked? It's like, yeah, that's okay.
Beautiful moonlit walk. The racist animals have decided to stay home tonight. You know, those racist snake families just like.
Can you believe that black people moved?
We'll let Jason be tonight. He needs a win. I saw him up there trimming his balls on the veranda.
I always get scared because I walk out and I have this mirror in my living room and I don't close my blinds because no one walks around and comes to my door in the back. That didn't sound right. I mean it in the very literal sense.
And not unless you just got done with your Temu trimmer.
And I'm like, let me see these nuts. And I'm like, I want to go. I don't want the Jehovah's Witnesses to like walk up that one time. And they're like,
she's like really excited, and she's like, "Is that New Jack under your desk?" You're like, ah.
Like these nuts. I'm afraid, though, also, if she was to see the nuts in the light, she'd be like, oh, did you take these over barbed wire? Why are they so
Did you storm the trenches in World War One with these nuts?
How'd you get these Normandy nuts?
Why do your nuts have airborne wings on? Well, they jumped into Normandy.
But your taint's smooth, though. The taint is smooth.
Are you bleaching your butthole?
Bleach for what? No, keep that shit all natural.
No, I'm talking like the people that like go outside and face.
Oh, and sun it? You mean? Do I
Yeah.
sun it? No,
Yeah.
no. That's dangerous. No. I don't want to tan anything. When I go running, I'm fully clothed. I'm fucking. Now, when I walk outside, I have short shorts on.
I know, with one nut hanging out. Remember? We
Gotta get some vitamin D on that butt.
That's right. You got to make sure. You got to make sure everything's good for ACAB cooking. All right,
dude. Deep, but so you don't shave your manhole.
No, I don't. Like, I just the physics of getting back there just seemed daunting.
You got to get the Temu clippers, dude.
I'm not getting anything off Temu.
Why don't you want the? You dude, from the front, you can just get the whole yard, man.
Dude, I'm telling you,
the field is trimmed.
This could be the very device that they use to maintain the pH balance and length of football fields, but for my taint, and I still wouldn't get it. Okay. I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you.
Look, man, if you guys are interested in getting cracked by some weirdo that wants to fucking do that, I suggest you at the very least have a little dignity.
Well, yeah, if you know she's going spelunking in your manhole, then you should clean that shit up before she gets in there.
Spelunking in your manhole just hit me. Wait. If that chick puts on one of those fucking flashlight things on her head, what are you doing?
You're getting her purse, bust out a headlamp, and she's like, "Let's go."
And she looks at you like this, and Megan goes, "Surprise! How many people love the crack?" You're like, "Oh no!" Spelunking your manhole. If someone is going to spelunk your manhole on the first date, you know what else they're going to do? Break out your car windows.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you have those good tires that can go 40 miles after someone puts a hole in them, because you're going to be holes in them.
I think we just created a new phrase that's going to be all over the Patreon.
Spelunking the manhole. Like, there's hot Cheeto behavior, and then there's like beyond hot Cheeto, which is like, hey, that's cheddar jalapeno, dude. That's like a whole nother level. You don't want that. You think you want that? You don't want that.
No. And on that note, everybody, I have to go to bed. So enjoy spelunking the manhole.
Before you go, this is real quick, I promise. I always say that and I lie.
It better be, though, because I have to get up and lift, dude.
Okay, but I want you to drink this for me.
Is that Mad Dog?
Yep.
Fuck no.
Listen.
If you drink with MD 2020,
I can smell your nappy pussy.
now let's this
Nappy pussy.
Mr. Nappy, and y'all can pretty much guess what this part is. MD 2020 first.
No. Oh, no.
Top it off with a little spark.
No.
I call this the
Nappy pussy.
You take one shot of that, you're the GIF, Jason. You're just like... You're dead.
You would never drink that?
Fuck no, dude.
Virtuoso says the fuck.
Yeah.
Tucson said, what the hell?
MT, you are not kidding.
Big Rub says that's the getting cracked for me. Mac, you would never drink that.
Fuck no, dude. I have like a little self-respect.
So if I make my way down to Fayetteville in November, because I am going to New York in November, and we go to a bar and I ask for the nappy pussy shot.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a bartender is probably gonna tell you to get the fuck out if you're like, hey, it's just Mad Dog 2020 and Nouveau, and they're just like, what?
That bar is on the other side of town.
Yeah, dude, that thing's got even with that a little bit of Sprite to top it off. Even with that is gonna taste like turpentine going down.
You know, I don't drink, but
I
I would drink just to try it.
No, dude, no, because you don't. This is not what you want to like break that streak with. Like, Jason, if you're like, Mac, I've decided it's just this isolation in Mexico has gotten too hard. Ben's just pulling out his dick everywhere and swinging it around like a, I'm going to start drinking. I'm going to tell you no. And you'd be like, well, I'm in Mexico. You can't stop me. Ha, 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 ha. And then I would like just go, you should probably start with something simple and kind of girly, like a 7 and 7. It's not going to kill you. It's fizzy. But that is not what you break. Like, dude, when they pull carburetors, that's what they use to clear it. Okay? Like, that's not.
So that's not the drink then?
No. Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you decided to have a drink, you don't let the first one ever be Mad Dog. Ever.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Prairie said it best. That's the kind of drink a breeder, someone with a breeder kink has. Like,
that's the nappy pussy shot.
Yeah.
Should we call it the nappy pussy shot? Or what do we call it? Not everybody likes butt stuff.
Yeah, not everybody likes butt stuff.
Mac, have a very good night, and I appreciate you more than you think I do. And
I love you guys. I love you, Jason. I love all of you. MT, I'm so glad you're here tonight, even though you had to witness this colossal shit show of a sports show. And something, you know what, Jason? Something tells me she just pops in tonight and she took notes, and we're gonna get like emails tomorrow.
I'm gonna get a message after this is over about why I shouldn't say nappy pussy on the air and talk about getting your ass eaten and shaving it with Temu clippers. She's got a first of all, your delivery was good.
Yeah, she does a little build up before she brings you down. I get it.
Like,
yeah.
But what you shouldn't say is cracked. Let's not refer to someone having anal cunnilingus as cracked.
Yes. And spelunking a manhole is not the preferred term.
Nick says MR is finna be fired tomorrow. Can you imagine those people? They would be they're going to think that I was mad at them. Sam Cedar calling me, can you not bomb my show with all the butt stuff? And why do I
sound like Jerry Seinfeld? And then Norm pops out. Go
All right, go to sleep. Thank you guys.
Right,
Peace.